Hello, it's us. We're back
Hi. We are.
without the boy because
Fuck
uh
him.
I might have sent the reminder that we're doing this on a Monday a little too late.
It's fine. Anyway, hi everyone, and welcome to the 2-year anniversary of the Hopcast.
Woo!
Can you believe it's been 2 years?
No, I
Me neither.
specifically waited like a bit, like I don't know, 3 weeks or yeah, 3 weeks, so we can do it specifically on the day and that it is episode 60 because it's just such a round
Ugh,
number.
it is a very round number. Um, well, it's been 2 years of pretty nonsensical podcast. Let's be real, our podcast is not super interesting, but it's just us chilling.
Well, that doesn't mean it's not interesting. It's just people talking.
People
We
talking.
vibing.
It's great to just put it like in the background. So relax. I have my chilled like iced coffee right next to me.
If anyone actually like
Yes.
just took the Hopcast playlist and put it in the background while they did stuff.
No, I
I don't
mean,
know. It feels
honestly,
weird. Feels weird, man.
it feels weird, but honestly, I think that's the best way to enjoy the Hopcast. Honestly,
Probably.
I mean, personally, that's what I do. Usually, I just do the Hopcast while I'm doing other things. I just
Mm.
I multitask. But anyway, we'll talk a little bit about, random topics very soon. But first, Nebel, do we have any news or anything you would like to talk
Um,
about RS related?
our RS related, we don't have any news. I guess the only news I can really think of for this week is hello, I'm back home.
Yes, which is why the mic difference is there. Oh, and also small news for RS. I sent in the script to the person that is doing the storyboarding. But
True.
we are in the middle of July, so it is art fight. So for this reason, the artist is busy doing art fight stuff. So
Mm.
obviously, we're not going to have any news about it for a little while.
Speaking of art fight,
Art
uh,
fight!
art
Oh my
fight.
god, we
Uh,
have so much content. First of all, you can show some of the art
mm.
fight RS content that we have, I think, in fan art,
Yeah,
possibly.
we've got a jelly scheme, real cool one. Friggin' Erin drew Sakura milk. Look at her go.
Yeah.
I did the
We,
all the
we.
saviors on the earth. There he
I
is.
Oh,
Hey, Hayden.
finally, he's here.
I
Cool,
Uh,
cool. Good thing I waited a little buffer time.
I got it. I saw a very long YouTube video.
Ah,
Sorry.
it'd be like
My
that sometimes.
god, your priorities, bro.
I forgot. Okay.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
there
Damn, bro.
bro.
You missed the the announcement for like the 2-year anniversary of the Hopcast, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's exactly the
You
2 year
suck.
anniversary. Whoop
That's
whoop.
why I proposed that. Oh yeah, the 60th would be on the anniversary. But on top of that, this is probably also the end of season 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, are we
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
anything different next week? Next
I
time?
mean, we could
It's
if we
just
wanted
it's
to.
just for the name.
Just for
I mean, if we wanted to, we could try something new for the next Hopcast. Like maybe trying to do something, I don't know,
We could probably
more.
write an intro theme.
oh yeah.
You
Okay.
could. I
Actually,
mean, that's on you, bro.
yep. Well, actually, I do want to put in the, while we're waiting on people to get into the Hopcast, I've been wanting to have that be original music for a while. It's just, oh, my composer brain is so dead. I'm
That's mood.
I am realizing with the more time goes by, I'm not a composer. I'm just a noob.
Jack of all trades, master
You're
of
a
none.
noob.
Yeah, but with music especially,
You're
it's like,
cool,
oh god, I couldn't barely do anything.
man.
Man.
Yeah, I can barely just sing. The honestly, good news though. I'm starting to finally get my like natural vibrato, and I'm just like pogging whenever it happens. I'm just
You finally tapped
monkey
into
brain.
vibrato.
Yeah, finally tapped into vibrato, where like it's a genuine one where I'm not like forcing it out. So
Nice.
yeah, just natural vibrato is finally developing. It's very subtle, but whenever it happens, I tell you, my monkey brain is just activating neuron activation right away. So it's really fun. Um, but yeah, that's the only thing I can do with music, honestly. I'm starting to also be able to play the ocarina kind of well, where I remember like what does what, but bro, composing is so beyond me. And honestly, I think whenever I'm making my video game, I think I'm gonna like commission you, Hayden.
I'm gonna have a job. Let's go.
Ooh!
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen in a very long time, but like what I'm probably gonna do is like I'm gonna send you like some references of what I imagine for like the style of like music, and just send you like for example pictures of like places, characters, what their mood is kind of like. I don't know how you do like you compose when it's for like specific projects, but we'll arrange something whenever that happens, which is gonna be like 10 years or so. When I
I'll,
have
make,
money and
I'll
stuff.
probably be a much more reliable composer by then.
Yeah, it'll be cool. And yeah, it's just that right now I have no money and I do not want to ask you for free labor because I know that you would not ask me for free labor.
Fair enough.
We respect each other's artistry.
Woo!
We understand that we kind of need money to live.
Exactly. Like, my god, imagine how hypocritical that would be. Like, oh yeah, I want people to commission me, but also, hey Hayden, how about you do me some free music?
You want to know the worst part about that? Musicians usually charge a much higher rate than artists do, at least as far as
Hmm.
I've seen.
Yeah, which honestly, one thing that does appall me is whenever I see people, artists who work on like children's books and they get paid like almost nothing. Like, oh, like really just nothing for their stuff. Like, yeah, $500, that should be enough with an entire book. No, it's not. It's $500 maybe a page. You have no idea. Like,
Mm.
oh my god, people are getting so undercharged. It's crazy. I'm happy to see that musician artists are getting, what they deserve in terms of pay because
I
my
guess
god,
it
visual
might
artists
be
get
because
fucked.
musicians like there aren't that many fields that need musicians as compared to artists. Like
Mm.
there obviously there are a lot of fields, but I feel like artists are in much more places or
Which
needed in
makes
more
sense.
places.
It makes sense because there are a lot of media that are
Like
visual but do not
storybooks,
have
like
any time. Yeah, there
books
are
don't have
books.
music.
Exactly, there are books, but there are also, posters or, like movie posters or just campaigns, poster campaigns. Um, there are also like I don't know, there are a lot of things that just don't necessitate like music, but
Mm.
you need the art. And yeah, it's just yeah, in general, like creative people in general creative people get fucked like a lot.
Yeah.
Like in general. But it does warm my heart that musicians do get a bit more, like do get paid more. That's good. Honestly, good on you guys. So yeah. So
Yeah.
I one day I shall pay you for my video game like completely. You'll be the first person that I will let know because my god, yes, I love your
That would
compositions.
be quite sad. Would be quite swaggin'.
We swag.
Yeah, it would. You'll have like at the end, during the credits for my video game, you'll have like what 5 people mentioned at most. That and the numerous people I will just take scripts from and just contact them, being like, "Hey, would it be like Poggin if I used your script for a commercial purpose? Would it be swag?" My God, or I might learn how to code. That could also be a thing, but also coding. I don't like coding.
Me neither. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, I've barely tried it, but it's just like not at all my field.
I know how to do Hello World. Hi.
I did it once too, I think, but it was hard.
Yeah, well,
It was so difficult to figure out.
it was I did it in RPG Maker, so it was like not too difficult, you know? Because
Mm.
RPG Maker uses Ruby as a coding coding language, code language. But my god, like I tried doing other things, and it's so many pages of code at this point. For example, I want to have a quest journal in my game. I want a quest journal because I have quite a lot of quests in there with a lot of possibilities. So I just want a quest journal so people know, they can remember what they're doing. And just that would take like so much work to set up. Because yeah, and I also want a fast travel ability, which also takes work. It's because like you could do
Everything
everything
takes
through
work.
events, but man. Sorry, yes, what were you saying?
Everything takes work.
Everything does take work. Like, like I am not excited about doing all the visual aspects of the game. I'm already like not excited about like writing it because like it's taking forever. But the worst part is that I want to keep writing for the game, but also first I need to finish the world building, which I am doing right now. Since you're seeing that I'm doing the Grimoire Verganza TTRPG thing.
Mm.
Well, as I am writing, the rules and everything, I am also doing world building. So
Yeah.
basically, I'm bullshitting. And if it works, I'm just leaving it there.
In the docu, I think, is it already like over 30 pages or is it 17?
It's so over 30 pages.
Yeah. It's already that long.
It's so like I'm pretty sure we're at like 37, something like that. It's mostly taken up by rules, mostly that.
I
Which,
think
to
the
be
only
fair,
document that I have that is over 30 pages are my session notes for Mog. And those are, very repetitive for each session, just like notes.
yeah. Well, I also have that. I don't know how many I have for school. Actually, I can tell you like right now
Oh,
because I have the full.
39 pages for the Mog session notes.
I'm gonna tell you because I have the school year one thing open. I did not save the sessions before, like session 5. I deleted those. I should have kept those, but I didn't. So whoops. That's an oof.
Did ya?
But I didn't. Because I wanted to save space, I think. I am at oh my god, it keeps on loading. So many
Yep.
pages are loading. Oh no, so many pages are loading. Oh no, it keeps loading. Oh my god. The number keeps on going up.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 51 pages of notes for school so far.
Yep.
Yeah, each with like their title and everything so that I can like look back on past informations. So basically I remember everything I'm telling you guys. So that if you guys basically are like, "Oh, didn't that happen like a said session?" I can just look it up and be like, "Yeah, I tell you."
So what you're
No,
saying is we unfortunately cannot gaslight you anymore.
you cannot. First of all,
Shame.
I have a really good memory, and also just like in general, I will look back up after the session, if I did say that in passing because I do improv a lot of things, so that happens. But yeah, as for my scripting for like Erganza, the actual scripting of the video game, I think I'm like 37 pages in as well, something along those lines. Like, yeah. And I have no idea how I'm going to do like the quest things. Like how I'm going to organize the quest because okay, somewhat of a spoiler, somewhat one of the quests I want to have in the game, I'm actually going to have Alisterius and Cassius show up in the game, and they're like Alisterius is going to be basically the crowned prince of Arganza. So this way, boom, boom, I have my characters in somewhere now. Because I have so many like alternative path I want to go with these two, that at this point I might as well just put them in my game where you can have so many choices. I have a post-it note that I filled in my car because the idea just came there, and I just it's right there. And I wrote down like the different things you could do. For example, here are some whips. You guys have an exclusive. Welcome to the second anniversary of the Hopcast, which is usually about Rabbit Saviors, but here is just me swagging about my video game. Basically, you find Alisterius, just at one of the churches and everything, and a lot of like none of the characters are suspecting him to be the crown prince because he just introduces himself as Terry, and I mean he is basically I don't know if you guys have read the entire notes I gave about Arganza, but the
Not
royal
the
family of
entirety.
Arganza. Okay, the
Probably not.
logical, very fair. Um, it's 37 pages long. I don't blame you. As long as you guys know at least the rules, everything's fine.
Oh yeah, well, like
Once I know what character I'm going to use, I'll probably create, or I'll probably look at the rules from there.
I looked over the stat system a little, and because
Hmm.
like yeah, once you have like basically a character sheet to fill out, then I'll get deeper into it.
Yeah, I'll send you guys a character sheet when I'm done. I basically just ripped the entire system of Aventure because it's just a really good system. It's pretty simple. It's pretty cool. And I just added some little tweaks here and there. Anyway, so basically in Aragonza, there are so many like religion wars that um the royal family has set it up so that they are completely religiously neutral, so they do not have the hire of the different religious parties on them. So that's why no one is thinking, oh yeah, Terry is probably the prince of Arganza because he's a member of the Church of Light. So like, you know. And then you do find out that he's the prince because at some point he's like, oh yeah, well I was talking to my folks the other day, at the castle and everything. At the castle? Are they like servants or something? Oh no, they're like the king and queen, Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I'm like Alisterius, Alisterius Delis, like the crown prince. You what?
You what?
Exactly. Like, oh yeah, sorry. Usually I wear a crown, but it's it kind of gets sweaty whenever I'm working at the at the stable or something. Why the fuck is the crown prince working at the stable? I don't know. My parents told me to work here. So yeah, it's like a clusterfuck. And basically he just says, yeah, I don't know, my parents don't really believe in me and stuff. The reality is that his parents are basically just putting him there because yeah, if people find out that he's the crown prince or something, well, he's not going to be the prince anymore, really, because he's not, he kind of abandons everything for priesthood, which is not allowed for the royal family. So it's a way to evict him from the power, basically.
The tea.
You can
we cannot. He's gonna get cancelled.
Yeah, but like medieval cancel.
Medieval cancellation, also known as excommunication.
Very much so. I mean, unless you're a dwarf, and in this case, cancellation on Twitter.com exists.
Oh, we
Dwarves
have Twitter?
technology. Y'all have technology.
Dwarves have Twitter.
Actually, I think elves would have Twitter. Actually, I think elves would have Twitter. That sounds more like an elf
literally
thing.
just like messenger birds or some shit.
No, they have technology.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So I see the technology for the elves. I see them having Apple devices. Honestly, I see them having Apple devices. Like super aesthetic things.
They're all gonna be like champagne socialists.
Oh yeah, they're the worst. They're the absolute worst. Like, I mean, I love my elves, but my god, elves, derogatory.
Fucking leaf lickers.
Like
fucking
a lot of
knife
like
ears, all of them.
Well, actually, it's very funny because humans are called round ears because they are the only people in the entirety of Mire who do not have like pointy ears.
Okay, so
that's funny.
Ooze bait is the term I should be using. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I guess. Like they're very different from normal. Like in general, I think you guys will need to like read the entirety of the race's references.
Yeah, I
Whenever
read
they're
the
done.
because I rewatched The Hobbit. I'm currently rewatching The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings with my mom. Just realized, dwarves are kind of fun. I want to play a dwarf. Let's check
You
out Owl's
tried to,
thingy.
but
And
that
then
dwarf was Doris.
yeah, okay, but like a really dwarfy, like Doris, sure, she was a dwarf, but like she didn't
Not in
have the
spirit.
beard. She didn't have that much of the dwarf. She was a pirate. She didn't have dwarf energy, you
Yeah.
know. And so then I looked up owls, and they were like, it was like, oh yeah, they're like hardened by war and whatever. I'm just here like, I guess I'm making a character that's contrarian to their society. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, honestly do it. I mean, technically there are so many like the dwarves are like so widespread, like underground, that they have so many different cultures. You could even say that like your character fits in one of the cultures, like, one of the different cities that are underground.
Okay, but
Like,
also I want him to marry the enemy.
and it's pretty dope. I love that, honestly. I love that.
When I read, oh, now I can have like multiple eyes and arms, it's like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's my take on dark elves. I'm like, yeah, spiders.
Nifty.
Weird.
I
Yeah, they
do
have like
wonder
6
what the
arms.
mixed child will look like, though.
Oh my god. First of all, if like honestly, if the Night King can take your dwarf's dick, because
Yeah,
oh my god,
I read that and I was like, okay, but like, what if? What if I do
it could
find
work.
someone? Yeah.
Like it can work.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
I
For the
guess
night folk?
I guess she'll just be into it.
Neat.
I thought Owl was the dirty one. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so you didn't read that. Okay. Basically dwarves are in my world, dwarves have stone skin, like literally
They're
they have stone
basically
skin.
trolls in a way.
Yeah, they're basically trolls from Troll Hunter. Basically, like they cannot go to the sun because if they do that, they die. So usually they wear like
So
big armors.
prehistoric dildo? Is that what I'm hearing from
Yeah,
this?
basically basically their skin at best is described as super like smooth. So that's pretty neat when it happens. But it can also be described as like sandpapery. So yeah, sexual encounters are not exactly the best in between races.
Maybe the wife doesn't really like it that much, but like they want to have a kid, so we'll just get through that, and then
We just get through
afterwards
that.
we're
It's fine. Yeah,
We're good.
we'll see. We'll see.
Sex
So
only
yeah,
for the purposes of reproduction. Let's
Yeah,
only
go.
for that. Just we gotta see what it looks like.
I'm actually
Oh my
curious
god.
now.
Oh, okay. So it'll happen, man. It'll happen. I can probably come up with that.
Oh yeah, I want the kid to already exist. I mean, like both of these races are really old, so
Yeah.
I'd say he's probably in like I don't know, middle-aged in dwarf terms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dwarves like literally
Well-aged.
no one knows how long they can live because like
Mm.
they don't die of old age, man. Dwarves technically could live for like infinity. It's just that most of them just die in the sun like dumbasses.
Dumb, stupid,
Yeah, or they die
stupid
during
heads they
wars.
are. Anyway, so yeah. I probably have to get going because rehearsals are coming up pretty soon
Okay.
for the musical, which is being staged on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday this
Ooh,
week, which is why I'm probably
neat.
not even going to be able to attend very much B. So yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
Good luck, bro.
see you around.
Have fun.
bye.
Bye. But yeah, so we'll see about that. One second, I'm just gonna go back to my notes about Terry because fun content. So just to say the couple like outcomes that they can be, you can agree with Terry that he needs to prove himself to his parents, and if you do that, if your reputation is high enough, he actually can join you to adventure. He can actually become a companion. So, hi, Terry can join you. He can actually join you to adventure to prove himself to his parents. If you do that, by the way, there might be some consequences. Uh, because, you kind of remove the one person that is kind of in the way of Cassius. So, yeah, things. Either can die by compelling them to a duel and only preparing one. Both can die if you do not prepare them for the duel, but you still, compel them to do it. You can alert the queen and king, um, of Cassius by showing a letter addressed to him by his mother. So basically, to show that hey, he's the son of the old queen. So like, ha ha ha, he's trying to take over the throne again, and they'll believe you. You can have the, um, you can convince Terry to give up, on the throne, or Cassius to give up on the throne. And finally, the only happy ending, the one and only happy ending, you can have them marry each other by picking up on clues. For example, Cassius calling him my prince all the fucking time, and this sort of thing. Yeah, but my prince, like like the most gay shit ever. And Alistair's always just being, oh, it's fine. It's fine, General. Like it's fine, General of Valmont. Valmont. Yeah, it's fine, General Valmont. You don't need to bow to me or something like that. Everything's fine. We're equals. I brought you some coffee. Cassius, who absolutely hates coffee, just sips on it and waits until he's gone to go and like puke it in the in the trash can. Like, oh man, I'm sorry. I love them. Um. Anyway, those are possibilities, and that's why, man, I just need to make that game. Anyway, I'm way too passionate about my game. Sorry about that.
We good.
Yeah, I'm very very excited because I get to finally like, host it again after like 5 years of not doing so. So like it makes me very happy. We'll see what your kid looks like. It's there. The 6 arms are probably there. Honestly, the 6 arms
Maybe
probably
4.
there. Probably
Hmm.
like stone skin, because of course stone skin. But like your child is gonna be super not resistant to sunlight. My god.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun adventuring.
Yeah, full armor, just full armor.
Well, okay, do they need full armor or do they just need to cover their skin technically? So you can just
Yeah,
wear
technically.
long clothes and cover
Yeah,
everything up.
they just have to cover their skin, also their eyes in general, because
'Cause, I
our
mean, their
eyesight.
skin is natural armor already.
Yeah,
So
true. True. It's just that it's better to have, in general, they have full armor mostly because clothes they go whoosh. So like they're easy to like pierce, you know.
mm-hmm.
And since they're easy to pierce, just they get attacked once, maybe like it's gets torn apart, and then oh no, now my skin is not covered anymore, and now this part of my body is turning to stone. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that armor is better in those cases.
Day
Just in case.
armor! Day
Day
armor! Let's
armor!
go!
Exactly, they all wear day armor.
Hell yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah, dark elves, well, nightskins don't have to wear day armor, this kind of thing. Like they're chill in the sunlight. It's just they take a long time to get like their eyesight is not the best in the light.
Mm. Like Drow.
But like yeah. Yeah, drow. They're basically they're just dark elves. They're
Yeah.
just dark elves. It's just
With more eyes and arms.
exactly. And also they just consider each other family and everything. Like honestly, they have a pretty chill like relationship and everything. It's just that people find them monstrous because they look kind of like monsters.
Mm.
That's the main thing with drows.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I can send you the sheet where I took my notes on. It's very basic right now because not don't have the full character sheet, but it's
yeah,
just
no
ideas.
problem.
Wow. Uh,
Yes.
Ed, would you?
Also, one day I should really like I can't wait to start writing about the Icadians because the Icadians are very interesting.
Makes me think of Arcadia.
I know, me too. I like when I was writing that I was like, my god, yes.
Arcadia,
it's because it's like
Acarians, fucking, from SOA,
yeah. Yeah, Arcadians and everything. Ooh,
Altarians, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically what I thought
Well,
of the man.
what
he
you
was
have to know is just that they're kind of like Zellers.
Mm.
Ooh, neato. I'm gonna read that. Yeah, basically they're just kind of like like basically they're kind of machine people. Kind of like golems, basically.
Right, I did read the dwarves made them, so I was like, ooh, artificial race. Woo woo.
Yeah, artificial race. Like they have some components that are possibly a bit like, people kind of thing, but it's mostly just dwarves experimenting with with magic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And and by that I mean very taboo as magic, like soul bounding,
Ah, we're using the
soul bond.
philosopher's stone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's so fucked. Because one thing that is absolutely forbidden in this universe, like necromancy, people who do actual necromancy don't call it necromancy. There is a legal version of necromancy which is called grave singer, if I am not mistaken. And grave singers, basically they can basically animate beings by singing and this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hi Gracia, talking about my TTRPG.
Yeah, Hopcast, am I right?
Hopcast, yeah. We haven't talked about bees, surprisingly enough.
Yeah,
Yet.
I am like well, I guess once we're done with that, we can catch up on the trip, go through
Yeah,
that
we
one
can.
again, because
Totally.
the ending.
Yeah.
I have not shared it on the Hopcast yet.
Yeah, we need to talk about that after that. But yeah, basically, yeah, there's the Blade Singer because they're basically just bards. But what if bards did necromancy?
Ooh.
But like actually bounding a soul to something. Now that's super taboo. Like even necromancers are like, "Ooh, you can't do that, bitch." So yeah, dwarves do be doing pretty nasty ass shit. Um, and that's how the Icadians were born. Technically, that's how they were created. Uh, and their one thing is that basically they're kind of clockwork, kind of. They're they look like humanoids, mostly like full armor creatures. Um, and that you can hear like clickities coming from there and everything. So yeah, they're steampunk like automatons basically. Uh, and I haven't decided like which parts would be like organic, but yeah, they have some organic as parts. And yeah, and they have time powers. Wow, time powers. And a lot of them are like used in as a soldiers for Freud, basically. Um, which okay, so it doesn't mention that kind of. Yes, I know trip. But yeah, there is more to them. Like, I'm thinking of like including some sort of culture content about them. But yeah, man, I really like them. It's just that the dwarves are very ashamed of this thing. They try to not talk about it. Hi, Sakura Panda. Hi.
Ooh, hello.
Welcome to Hopcast. Um, so yeah, um, I think the one race I had a really lot of fun of, doing them. Was really the Nejong. The Woodkins. Oh my god, so fun to write about. Like, they're really funky. Um, gosh, what other race are like super fun to write about? The Impures are gonna be fun. because I know that you wanted like we were thinking about like a impure Sawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The impures, the fun thing about the impures is that basically they've been thrown out of everywhere because like they're like half animal people. So most people kind of assume that the way that they were born is kind of unnatural, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They assume the worst. Um, and because of that, they've been kind of thrown back and forth. Plus, on top of that, they have a really deep connection with animals and kind of magic. So yeah, they've been thrown out of Roy to put them all in armor, and the people in armor don't exactly like them much. And yeah, they just don't find their place anywhere. And on top of that, of course, there are different types of impures. Like you have some impures that are full on like just anthropomorphic animals, and others that are just kind of nicknamey, you know.
Yeah, Animus in the SOA universe. Same thing.
Pretty much.
Woo.
Yeah. So in general, the ones that are more anthropomorphic are seen as pure-blooded, while the other ones are seen, those are the ones that breeded with like I don't know humans and shit, and they're seen as more than just impures, just disgraces and shit.
No,
So
Sawyer,
yeah,
no.
I know,
Oh
I know. Because of that, they're not accepted in the impure community. It's so sad, man.
no. Sag.
Like rejected everywhere, including from their own like community. I mean, half elves and half orcs kind of live the same thing, honestly. Just man,
Hooray, racism.
alright, racism. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm joking because Trip like owl simp. Yeah, I know. I'm actually thinking of heard Sawyer. Yeah, Sawyer has been mentioned.
Yeah, because
Finally, among
her
that,
impures are the Animus people.
they are. They are.
Well, see, you're the DM. And we made it a meme that we talk about B here, so it's your fault.
It's small mentions. It's fine. Oh, and what else is interesting? Equiors are. I mean, I talked to a lot about Equiors, but elementals are interesting because elementals basically are just spirits. Basically, whenever spirits come onto the material plane, they try to grapple at something because the moment they enter the material plane, well, they have to become material. You can't just stay immaterial on the material plane. So they basically just try to latch onto the closest thing. If they latch onto a person, then they become a Vcend and Hyroan. And if they latch onto just random things around, they become an elemental because they latch onto, I don't know, the earth, they latch onto the air, the water, whatever, And yeah, it's just people made out of elements. So it's not like Genesis, by the way. It's not like Genesis. Genesis are, they have actual skin and everything. But here, for example, if it's a water elemental, they'll have like constantly water flowing and stuff. But it seems to regenerate itself. And there are tons of different kinds of elementals, and it's actually really fun to write about, honestly. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling about my TTRPG
Yeah, you are.
high. I just really like it, okay?
That's fair.
I wrote an entire thing about the different political parties of Roy. No one wants to hear about it, but it's here. If you all want to become politicians in the fucking campaign, I don't know, man.
Probably not.
Cool.
God, I cannot, like, world build
My God.
politics. That. No. Please.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's just the way I did it is just that I have a full list A list? Yes, I have a list of just questions about world building, and I just go through them little by little. I can send it to you if you want. It's really cool for world building, for questions that you don't think about. Like, for example, what is the currency that you use? I don't know. In general, what are the different kinds of? I don't know. How does it work if you don't have an heir and the person dies or something? How does it fucking work?
I don't know. I like that's probably the kind of stuff that I would just make up when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I do
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
these on writing and world building books, but I haven't read them yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen the videos that
That's cool.
they were about, so like yeah, I kind of know that, but also
Mm-hmm. Yeah, personally, I need to do it because, like I said, I'm making a video game. Sorry about it. So obviously, I needed to be consistent before I continue. I keep on writing. I need to be like, actually set in stone and everything. Uh, fun fact. Back when I was 14 or something, and I started working on this world, everything was a kingdom. They were all just kingdoms. But now that I just back it off, I'm like, it doesn't have to be just that.
hmm.
So yeah, I have like one monarchy, one monarchy. Sorry, I have one monarchy, but I have also an actual state with like a president and everything, which is a democracy, representative democracy. I have technically the armor is actually an empire. I should rewrite that because I feel like So it's actually an empire. Meanwhile, well, Okromar is kind of like a kingdom, but I'm thinking of making it a sultana. Or is it like too stereotypical to have the one land that is like full of sand and shit to be a sultana? Is it stereotypical? I don't know.
Not stereotypical, probably.
Maybe. So yeah,
It's
I might
just
just keep it, I guess,
well
kingdom. I don't know.
related in a way.
Yeah. Like, my god, every time I write about Okromar, I'm like, oh my god, I just hope people are not gonna think that it's stereotypical or something, or just, like, I don't know. The only
Hmm.
thing that people need to know is that it's just capitalistic hell.
Hooray.
Yeah. A land where money is just flows and shit. But not really. And it's kind of the one land that actually has slavery, kind of. But it kind of spread it out to other countries. Cause yeah, the Equiors, the fish people, yeah, yeah, they just assumed that they were just like savages, so they just kind of sold them. Boom, slavery. Cause
Hmm.
yeah, they don't know how to speak our tongue, and they seem like very animalistic. So they're probably just bipedal animals or something. You know. So yeah, they just like a lot of people in Okromar uses them as slaves, and they sold some of them to like very rich folks like in Froy and shit. The world is fucked up.
Hmm.
My god. Anyway, hi. That was me talking about my world building. If you want to know more, just read my doc.
Yep.
I shall update it very soon. Anyway, hi Nebel. You want to talk about trip? Not my trip, but yours.
All right. You can follow along as I'm gonna show the rest of the pictures as we go along.
Yeah. The Actually, can we talk about my trip? Just kidding. Let's not actually. I'm gonna talk for 2 hours, and I already did that. Um, although actually one thing about that is that I think my main Tumblr account, like, it's so full of trip right now, and I have so many people following me for it that I'm not gonna post more of school on there. I think I'm gonna create like a new blog for just school stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, just where it's like the gang and everything, and yeah, just just school shit in there. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe another blog for Argonza whenever I do want to make it more public that I'm working on it. But yeah. Which is not gonna happen for like a couple years because I don't want to do a yandere dev and publicize the fact that I'm making a game way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because like that's just cringe. After that, people have expectations. Expectations. Anyway, so yeah, as you guys know, Nebel came over here um, a couple weeks ago. It was really cool.
Yeah.
At least I hope it was cool, Nebel.
Yes,
Please
it
tell me it was
was.
cool. Okay, that's cool. My mom, who was like, did she like the trip or not? I can't tell. Well, yeah, I think she did.
Yeah.
Question mark. Yeah, I do think maybe we should have done it like for like a longer trip. That would have been better, so that we could have stuck together a bit more and done more things. But it's okay. It just means that next time, when I come over, then we can stick together for longer.
Mm.
It's not like I have responsibilities. What are those?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but to me, it felt both long enough and not long enough. It was like both.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, okay, the one thing I'll say is that was good. Like, it was long enough for me because I have a very low social battery, honestly. And like being around someone like H24, it it drained my battery so fast, which is why like for the final days, like I think the last 1 or 2 days, I was a lot on my phone, just reading and everything because I needed some alone time, but I also did not want to like have you being alone,
Mm-hmm.
you know? No, because whenever the thing is that whenever I have my social battery being at 0 is that I get irritated and everything and I get, so that's why I started just being on my side of the room. But yeah. So honestly, it was long enough for me because I think I would have been like super tired if it was more than a week. But also, my God, I wanted to do more things with you.
Yeah.
That would have been neato.
So yeah, slideshow. We're starting with. I'm pretty sure we recorded before going to the Mont Saint Michel. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all of those photos are up. Boy.
I think I need to re-upload a lot of things because
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
not
think like my
re-upload. You didn't really. Yeah, you still need to upload stuff.
Oh, it didn't upload. I did like send them, so yeah, I do need to re-upload then.
Yeah. You don't need to re-upload. You just need to upload.
But I already uploaded. It's just it didn't work.
Yeah, but do it after the stream so that we don't accidentally show face.
Yeah.
No faces.
No, because we remember the peace out thing.
Yeah. I only got like the blanket one. I just
Oh yeah.
and I
we
need
need
your
the
reaction
one.
video so we can put that together too.
Yeah. I got so many things.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
we took them horses.
Horses.
We took the horses.
It was nice. I mean, it was kind of cold. Unfortunately, it started raining right when we did that.
Yeah. I expected summer. But
Yeah, well,
the
it's Brittany.
cool ocean breeze.
Yeah, it's Brittany. What are you like, Brittany? Like, the cool thing is that we had a lot of heat waves, in the entirety of Europe, but here we only got 2 days where we had 40 degrees. Only 2. The rest we are at like 20 to 26.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's the power of Brittany, baby.
For sure.
The one place in France where it's just always fucking raining. So yeah, sorry Nebel, no summer here.
No summer.
No summer. Although I'm sad that I couldn't show you like at least the beach.
Well, well, the castle was pretty beached. So.
The way you said it, I'm sorry. Yeah, technically the castle was like right next to the beach.
It was surrounded by beach.
It was. The Mont Saint Michel is
Low
literally
tide.
just that. I mean, it's funny because we watched some Pokemon X and Y, and you know, it's like one of the towns is like literally inspired by Mont Saint Michel. Remember, it's like it's the
Right.
one, yeah, it's the one that like needs the tide to go down so you can actually get to the gym or something.
Ah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's literally just Mont Saint Michel, but like Pokemon. Like we watched a bunch, and we did a lot of baking.
Well, we had a good bunch of baking, yeah. I forgot to take a picture of the pie.
It's okay. It was delicious.
I would have eaten more, but like I don't know. I wasn't able to take it with me. It just the hunger wasn't there.
No, but like that's so fair. Like honestly, I honestly with all like the baking we did and everything. Honestly, I just tried to do as much as possible. I'm not like I wasn't like super hungry, but like I kept on trying to make more because I was like, bro, literally, you're like here for only a week. I need to do all the recipes I think I can think of.
All the things.
All the things. I got back a lot of weight, but I don't care. I did things.
Mm.
It made me happy to bake with the wife.
Woo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it
By
was
the way,
raining.
your banana
so-
muffins were good. Your banana muffins were
Yay,
super
they
good.
were. Ah, the nostalgia.
Yeah, I need to make more, honestly. Like now that I have the recipe, I need to make more because they were really good. Like, banana muffin.
So yeah, we took the horses for the experience. We got horse fun facts and about the whole system here, which was of course fully in French. So
I had to whisper in your ear, like,
yeah.
"No, Mama, let me whisper in your ear." Just that, and I just kept like repeating what she said. But also, I didn't want to like cut her because we were at the first, like, you know, we were like right behind her. So I didn't want to like cut what she was saying to like translate it in English.
Mm.
So I was always waiting for her to finish, but then she would keep on going,
She
and I
just
was like,
kept going with too many fun facts.
which were great. Like I love those fun facts, but it meant that I had to like tell them to you and try to remember everything she said and translate them as in as many few words as I could. My god.
Yeah.
Oh well, it was okay. At least it was fun. And the one thing I did notice is that apparently at Mont Saint Michel there was actually like basically you could have had like some how do they call that? Um you know, some earphones that are here to like explain to
Oh, the
you
audio
things.
guide.
The audio guide, yeah. Like I did not see where you could get the audio guide, but otherwise, if there was an English, I think there was an English version. I would have like.
That probably
Um,
was, but
mm,
whatever.
At least we took photos, and that was
Many
cool.
photos.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. I still have the burn I got from you know the steak.
Oh,
You know. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's currently starting to peel off.
Yikers.
Yeah, it's like right under the nail. It's like all white now. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
I realized that when I was exfoliating my legs, I was like, oh no, this is white now.
Well, yeah, oh my gosh, the walk up. I was my short stamina really made itself apparent.
You would not have survived the 7 kilometers.
No. No. Especially since, you know, this was the day before I left, which was
Yeah.
also very tiring, but in a different way.
Yeah.
It was like, this was, you know, immediately exhausting. Travel is just overall exhausting.
Totally. My God. Oh, I remember when I first came here. We came here like by car. That was so exhausting and very draining, even stressful. Mostly because of the cats. Just because the Yuki was like meowing the entire way. I am never traveling with my cats ever again. Like fuck that. I'll just ask my neighbor to take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, that does remind me. I need to make more cookies so I can like give them to my neighbor because she's really nice, and I haven't seen her in a while. I like neighbors. Anyway,
I don't like
um,
mine. I mean,
yeah,
okay,
I
the
know.
one at the very top, he's fine. He doesn't bother anyone. He's chill. The
Yeah.
others, I don't know what the fuck they're doing all day. I don't even know
Um,
if those are the neighbors that are actually renting the apartment. I don't fucking know what's going on. Or if they're,
yeah.
like, paying the rent.
Mhm.
Eh,
I don't know. It's weird AF, man.
it
Like,
is.
honestly, my neighbors are pretty chill. Like, my neighbor is just on the right, on like on one side I have like an older gentleman, and he's pretty chill. Like he did tell me, yeah, sometimes I can hear you when you're like talking like not like singing in your room, but like it doesn't bother me
Gosh, whenever I ask,
or
like,
something like that.
sometimes when I
It's
ask my
cool.
mom, oh yeah, do I, like, bother you at night or something? And sometimes she's, oh no, it doesn't matter. Sometimes she's like, oh yeah, I do hear you, like, giggling and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, God damn it!
Which one is it?
Which one is it?
Yeah, because I keep on asking my neighbors because I'm like I don't want to bother you.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, he did tell me, yeah, sometimes I only hear you when you're like singing, so I'm going to assume that he cannot hear me when I'm like talking. I'm going to assume it's only when I'm belting that he can actually hear me, which is legit.
Hmm.
I did tell him to like knock on the wall if I'm bothering him. He has not done it yet, so I'm gonna take it as a win. I think he would tell me if I was bothering him.
Hmm.
The other one apparently only lives on the second floor. So if I do like singing like at on the first floor, he does not hear me. So that's cool. And the guy mostly works during the day. So either way, I don't bother him during the day.
Nice.
Yeah, he comes back at night, something like that. Um, and he asked us if we wanted his help to like clean out the garden because our garden is literally like absolute hell, which is why I did not show it to you. Um, but we didn't have the money for that, so instead we just struck a bargain where basically they're gonna clean up the garden, but they will have the right to like take some of our harvests basically. So basically we are going to co-own the garden,
Oh yeah, that, yeah.
which is pretty neat. It's pretty neat because I mean we literally have like what 600 meter cube of garden. Like honestly at this point it's too much for two people.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer
Yeah.
to do that.
Currently on the lookout
Plus
pictures
we're gonna
where
have we're
we
gonna have so much
had
bread.
our snack break.
Yes,
Good
snack
old
break.
uh what steak sandwich.
Yeah, where I it's like
Yeah.
it's where I burn myself.
Oh yeah, I'm making the steak. Ew. And since it was low tide, people were just walking over the sand, potential quicksand. It was just groups of children out in the wide ranges of nowhere.
Oh no, don't move. Hi, I'm Brendan. Hi, sinks in. We watched a
The
bunch
meet
of
cute
Game
and
Changer.
quicksand. Yeah.
Oh, I love the concept of meet cute. Actually, you know what I love? I love the word. The expression meet cute.
Yeah. It's cute.
It's cute. I know it just means something that a meeting that is like odd. You know, like that is not the first one you would consider something. But oh man, I love meet cutes because it's
Hmm.
adorable.
Oh yeah, I left in the one picture of myself because it's the one that's backlit.
Yes. Ahaha.
Censorship.
My favorite picture we took was us in front of Little. That's my favorite one, the selfie in front of Little. And I cannot wait to go and do that in front of Aldi,
Yeah.
German Aldi.
Oh yeah, when we entered this room, I heard a woman behind me speak German. That was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh yeah, I did
So
hear
many
that.
tourists, as you can see.
There's so many people, my god. The one thing I do find it kind of like, it's inevitable that people like talk in those areas. But it always feels weird whenever you are in a church and people talk loudly because I don't know, I was raised to not do this sort of thing in churches, So like I know it's like, a touristic hotspot, but like even in the Cathedral of Strasbourg, in general people are super quiet, so yeah, it felt weird.
Mm. Yeah, and that was the wall mural where the angels didn't have a face. And I don't know if that was intentional or if it just happened to break off.
I don't know. I mean, it's like an old thing.
Perhaps the audio guide would have told us.
Maybe.
And they had
We will
these
never know.
these cardboard the cardboard stuff to like actually indicate where stuff is.
Honestly, that was neat.
It's really neat.
Like this way they don't actually build anything new or something. They just add it on top and it keeps it somewhat intact. I don't know. I think what they did was really neat overall. Oh, and actually, when you were not here, like I think on our way back, we did see some people in pilgrimage.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were people who were like, it was very obvious they were in pilgrimage because they wore like robes and everything. So that was neat, honestly. I do wonder if people in pilgrimage still have to pay for Mont Saint Michel or if they could just get a free entrance. Just like people beneath 25-year-olds. By the way, can we just mention the fact that this one lady at the desk asked us if we were above 25?
Oh yeah.
I felt so validated because
Yeah.
people assume I'm 15, bro.
Oh yeah, that was totally that one, like the bus tickets, like once you're 14 you get the adult one, and then one time like a few years back he like gave me a kid one. I was like, bruh. Because
I mean,
I
don't say
was wearing my
anything.
big jacket, so I don't know.
Yeah, don't say anything, just take it. It's cheaper.
Yeah, I did. Also, I want to mention, yeah, a lot of the pictures are like my photographs are not perfectly staged, and some are really wonky. I just want to experience it for myself
Mm-hmm.
first. Because
Yeah.
I've had that issue when I was in Berlin. I was taking, like, in the, uh, like, wildlife museum or something. I was
Yeah.
taking so many pictures that I just didn't really soak in the actual experience.
Yeah. Yeah, totally, I get it. Honestly, I'm not such a person that takes a lot of pictures. Like, I want to because this way I can look back fondly upon it.
I don't take a
Um,
lot of pictures of people.
yeah. Like, I remember one time I was at one of Leah's birthday, and I actually took a lot of pictures because I wanted to remember that event. Um, but then one of my friend actually got annoyed that I actually was taking that many pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he was assuming I would like show it to other people, or something. Which no, I actually never showed any of those pictures to anyone. I just kept them for myself, just as a neat reminder.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's cool to think about it. I like to think about back back in those days.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of the people that's just like, just happens to be in the pictures
If they just
stumbles
showed
upon
up,
the Hopcast one day?
that would be funny.
That would be funny. But oh
Oh my
man,
god,
there are so many people in the world. God damn. It's
I know.
crazy.
My god, so many people exist.
Too many.
We need to get rid of them. Regulate the population.
Well, that's why we had a pandemic, I guess.
That's thank God.
Uh,
My God. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, talking about regulating the population, personally, I don't know why I'm going to talk about that, but personally, if I were to like have kids, I think at this point I might adopt.
totally. I'm
Like,
never
in
gonna
a,
have biological children. That sounds like hell. Just the process
yeah,
of
honestly,
pregnancy
same.
and birth.
It
No.
it sounds so stressful.
Away.
It
Get
sounds
it away.
yeah.
That it also requires having sexual intercourse, which is also a yikes.
It's very much a yikes. I mean, like, I'm not against it, you know?
I am.
Yeah, I know you are. Um, personally, because I'm not asexual, as much as I would love that because bro, the one time like the few times I do experience the horny, I'm like, God damn it, I want to think about anything else but not the horny. Stop it. Stop it. So
Gosh, yeah, experiencing a horny cat again, like it's been so long, and man,
yeah.
it was an experience for sure. Just
Oh
like
my
she
god.
sits down and then she just is it and then goes a bit up and you're just like, oh gosh, that's gotta be uncomfortable. Like you're just so controlled by the horny. It's like,
Exactly.
oh, crazy.
Honestly, I was sort of like that during my exams, which was the worst. I was doing my bac, my baccalaureate, um, and just the day prior, I had started dating my boyfriend.
Uh,
Uh, Let me tell you, my thoughts were like riddled with just thinking about my boyfriend in like wholesome ways, but also in horny ways, and I was like, God damn it, I just want to work on this, and I could not think. I could not like at all.
uh,
It was absolute hell. I still got a really good grade for my stuff, but my God, it was still really hellish.
mm,
And that's why I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy with not being in a relationship right now. I am thankful for the low libido that is provided to me by, um, just me having problems with my hormones.
mm. Yeah, we
Yay,
took the
hormone
bus
hormone
back
imbalance.
and uh we wait, which day was this that we passed by? Okay, it's daytime, so yeah, we passed by the mill again on the way back.
Mm,
That was neat.
mill,
I was like, oh, I know,
mill.
I recognize that place. Ooh.
That's that place. Oh my God. We still have some bread, by the way. We still have the bread from the
Wait,
that I made. Yeah, it's really good. I should have added more salt though. There was not enough salt that I
achi,
added in there.
achi, achi.
I can't believe she sat on my dice. Like fuck it, fucking bitch.
Here we are on the day that I left, where we had to wake up at 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
which we needed. we were,
Yep.
we cut it, like, despite waking up at 5 a.m. and having to be there at like 7:30, we somehow cut it really close. Because there were 10,000 new directions. Like, it went, oh, go that way, go that way, go that. It was madness in that city.
Yeah. Like I had to literally pull out like the Google Maps to actually like bring us to the train station because the actual GPS was trying to cut it through roads that were to like bring us to like the main the
The
main
main
place for like
entrance,
the
yeah.
yeah.
It
Like it was
was,
not bringing it to the
we
same
were,
place.
yeah, we were cutting pretty, I was like, tucking up my collar. We can.
Yeah, don't worry. Like I would not have had you, like late.
Mm-hmm. And I
Thankfully, honestly,
wasn't, but
yeah,
it was scary. But we also saw
yeah,
Nebel cow, so that's something.
it was nice.
Very
Also,
foggy.
cool thing. Like honestly, I was so happy that the guy that picked you up for like the Uber, that he was neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was talking to him, I was a bit scared that he was gonna be, like the first one that we got. I mean, he was not. By the way, he was not mean. He was just, very urgently speaking. He was always being like, yeah, well, miss, I understand what you're saying, but also like, do I have to go there? I need her to go there and everything. And like, I felt so bad about it and everything. Like he was stressing me out.
Yeah.
But he was okay. Here it was okay. He spotted you like pretty much right away.
Yeah, I was on the train ride. Went pretty well. We went through there's like a bunch of tunnels right before
Yeah.
getting into Paris that, pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That was it gets a little uncomfortable, but it was fine. And then I got out. I remembered the station that was neat. I got got out the main gate.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and some random person talked to you.
Yeah. I was as soon as I was in Paris again, hop on phone call with Owl, just stay in contact the whole time. Just waiting.
Yeah.
The Uber took like, I don't know, 10 minutes to show up. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
I
something like that.
sat down. Some guy was getting interrogated by the police in the
Damn.
distance. Yeah, some guy tried to talk to me, and I was like trying to explain, and he didn't get it. I was just like,
Yeah, he was asking you if you were going on a vacation.
yeah, I didn't understand. So like,
Yeah, I translated it to you later because, like, I don't think this guy had wrong intentions or anything, but honestly, like, good thing he backed off because, you know, eh, like in general, personally, I try to avoid talking to people because, like, strangers,
yeah,
because, like, I never had like bad experiences with strangers. Okay, yeah, I did, but like to people talking to me, I never had bad experiences. But it still feels weird. Like, for example, one time I was waiting for, I think, my mom or like the bus or something in front of my middle school. And some guy who apparently used to go to this middle school, I think, or something like that, he stopped there and we just sat on the bench and he started talking to me and everything. And he was like way older than I was. Like, I'm talking like he was probably in his 20s, something like that. And like, I was very uncomfortable because he's a 20-year-old guy and I'm literally just what I was like 12 or something, or 13, you know? Nothing bad happened. I mean, I'm
yeah,
still here. Nothing bad happened. But, you know,
yeah.
like same, it's just like this random dude I met outside of my high school. I met a couple of weird dudes. I met like the one weird dude that I met in front of my high school was a guy who was just distributing like Bibles to people. That was odd, but like
Mm-hmm.
he was not weird. He was just just distributing Bibles. And the other one was the Indian guy who hugged me and everything. If you remember that.
Maybe.
Yeah, just met him randomly. He was apparently a plumber or something. And I had the misfortune of telling him hi because he passed by. And he asked me, "Hi, how are you?" as he was running by. Good. And I put back on my headphones, and then he started being next to me and asking me to like take a picture of him and some kind of a construction site. And then casually asked me like if I was like going at this high school, what grade I was in, what my name was, this sort of thing, what my nationality was. Like, and the moment he learned that I was Swiss, he was like, "Oh my god, you're Swiss!" Hugs me, even though we're fucking strangers. I just pat him on the back awkwardly. Yeah, Swiss makes money, right? Sure, buddy, sure. Well, we're pretty poor actually, but sure. Oh yeah, I'm going this exact same like direction. Oh my god. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, that's a lot of red flags.
So many of them. So many of them. I mean, technically nothing bad happened after that. I never met him again.
Yeah, technically, well,
But
like it
you
could
know,
have.
uh,
I don't know.
it could
It
have.
does sound sus.
It sounds super sus. My mom didn't want me to go through this passage for a long time, but it was like one of the quickest way to get to my high school, so I kept going there. And thankfully I never met him again. But oh my god. I mean, the worst experience I had near my high school was when I waited on the it was on the parking lot of a supermarket that is like right next to my high school. And my mom was like getting groceries and I stayed in the car and this random ass dude who was like in his 50s, something like that, just passes by and the moment he looks at me and he smiles sort of and then he just walks right next to my door and I just hear like someone trying to open up like a car door like very very strongly, you know? Thankfully I had locked the car, but like to this day I don't know if he actually tried to open the car or if it was something else. Because I did not look I was not looking in his direction when I heard this noise, but I did hear it coming from my right. So where my car door was. So to
Mm-hmm.
this day, I don't know if I just freaking imagined it. If I just imagined and just it was someone else or something. But I mean, he walked right next to my door. So yeah, it made me freeze in place, and I think it's just me trying to rationalize it,
Mm-hmm.
because if I had not locked this door, honestly, it could have gone super badly. I mean, there were all other people there, but it was still dark.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, the
Anyway,
Paris second time around, pretty darn chill. I was trying to eat that egg and corn mix that your mom made, which it was good.
mm-hmm,
It was fine, but
mm-hmm.
not good for travel.
Because it's
It
male.
was a bad idea because it was ruddy and I couldn't keep it in my backpack because it was too chunky.
Yeah, I know. It's
Well,
like I
okay, no, well, okay, it's more so I couldn't keep it in my backpack on the bus because, that's a really long trip and it was pretty smelly. Not a bad smell.
exactly.
It was eggs, so I thought
Yeah,
if I ate that on the bus, people would get uncomfortable.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I tried to tell my mom, Like, I think you noticed I tried to tell my mom, but,
Mm.
she's a mom.
But like the mini croissants, oh
They're good?
god, they were great.
Yay.
They were awesome.
That's great.
And with
We'll
the
make
biscuits,
more.
filled me up. That was good.
Yay.
So yeah, I waited for the Uber on like the wrong side of the square, but we figured it out.
Yeah, eventually. Look, I found you like pretty much right away,
Yeah.
thankfully.
Well, okay. I was like on the one side, and you were like, I was trying to ask her, can you come here or like discussions. I went across the square. There he was. Everything was fine.
It was okay.
And then
Yeah. I hope it
all
was
the
nice.
all the Paris pictures are from inside the car, of course,
Yeah, because
for
it's safer.
safety. And
Yep.
this time around, because I wasn't panicked out of my mind, I was actually able to appreciate the
The
cityscape a
scenery.
little bit. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I just went by these houses and I was like, huh, it sure looks like Paris. I don't know.
That's sure one way to
That
describe it.
sure is Paris.
That sure is Paris.
And like I wasn't anywhere near the Eiffel Tower. So
Mm-hmm.
none of that.
I mean,
We
Paris is
literally
gigantic.
drove like in the opposite direction of that. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
It's a big ass city.
it is.
I didn't really care about it, but it's
It's
just like,
understandable.
yeah. But
Yeah.
as we were leaving Montparnasse, I believe I saw a sign that said something about Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it might have
So
just been like,
possibly.
go all the way down this street, like 10 meters or 10 kilometers or something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? One day, you know what we should do one day? One day, maybe we should go to Strasbourg together and just, hang around Strasbourg. That could
Perhaps.
be a thing. Like, it's closer.
It's closer, but it's probably gonna take a while for me to get there too, because like, eh,
Yeah, but either way, like,
the
first thing
trains
first.
aren't directly connected.
Yeah, first thing first, I'm going to travel to your place. Like, maybe not this year, but at some point.
Yeah, you can
At some point, I shall do that.
probably come all year round. Although
Yeah.
I am expecting, as always, I have my hopes up. Maybe I'll get a job, and if I do, maybe hopefully I'll move out.
Ooh.
So I don't know. But yeah, the
Yeah.
availability in a year might be screwy. We'll see
We'll
how it
see.
goes.
Yeah, we'll see how things
But we've
go.
got good heating. You can come all year round.
We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it's mostly just if I make good money, like enough money to actually be able to afford, getting there. That's mostly just that because you paid for like basically the entire trip, except like I did pay for Uber, but that was it, honestly.
Yeah.
I was able to get back a bit of money from the taxi. I got like $25, I think, out of like the 60. But we got like I think like $25 because I did send an email to them. In advance. I did send them an email like I think a couple hours before you arrived, before the taxi was due. So they saw that I tried to contact them, and they were like, "Oh, we were very sorry and everything. Unfortunately, we still have to pay the person because they did like get there.
Yep.
But we are going to send you back some money because you did like warn us in advance. It's just we didn't see it."
Yep.
Which was very fair play of them. It was very fair play of them.
I might have
Yeah.
been able to get the money back for the missed train, although I'm not sure.
Oh, you didn't
not-
get it back?
No, I looked it up. It might be that you have to you have to cancel before it leaves. If you miss it, I don't think there was an option to get it back. But also I didn't care to check until like a few days after I was back home, so it's like
yeah. The thing
might
is
have
that
been
my
on me.
mom basically told me before you bought the next ticket. It was that you could basically rearrange the ticket that you had for the next train.
I could have,
so that
but I really just wanted to have the ticket. I didn't want to bother with too much more. I was just like, just get the ticket, just get it. I don't care.
Yeah, well then get fucked.
Because like, it's you have to reserve the seat. So I didn't want to waste any time and let the seats get filled up.
Yeah.
Because it was literally the last train of the day.
Yeah, at least it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out in the
We
end.
got the Seine, the bridge, and
I was
the bus.
yeah.
Oh,
I was
the
a
bus.
bit Yeah, I was a bit scared when we were going through, Rennes, like very late at night. It was like midnight. Because
it was chill. There was
Rennes,
a guy playing guitar.
yeah, it was chill. It was mostly just going outside, in the streets. It was mostly that. Because I don't go there often, and Rennes is not as bad as Paris,
Yeah,
but
we were a group of 3.
Yeah,
It
true.
was fine.
It's just, I just don't like going into, the streets at night. Because the one time I did go through the streets of Strasbourg at night, like very late at night, like 2 a.m. The one time I did that, I almost got assaulted. So
Yeah. Oof.
yeah, it was basically we had a small, I wouldn't say a party or anything like that, with my mom, someplace, and we just had to like walk 1 block to get to our car. Right in front of our car, there was this drunk ass guy with a shopkeeper who was basically calling the police on him. Thank God he was there. And the guy basically just one of them just points at us, like the drunk guy points at us and is like, "Hey, give me your purses and stuff, give me your bags." Like he tried to get things, and he points at us, and for a second we're like, "Oh my fucking God, he has a gun. Oh my fucking God, he has a gun." But then after 5 seconds we realize this guy is finger gunning us.
Oh.
Yeah. So both me and my mom, we walk, like we literally just very slowly back away and just walk around him.
Yep.
And the shopkeeper is like, "Don't worry, ma'am. I called the police. Don't worry. He's just very drunk. Fine. It's fine." Like, thankfully the guy was there because he could have still beat the living shit out of us. Honestly, he could have. He was just drunk out of his mind right now. But still, drunk people scary.
Yeah.
Like, we just got back home and realized, oh my fucking God, we almost technically got assaulted.
Technically.
With a finger gun.
So,
but he was still he was a big man. He could have beat us up, bro.
Second
Anyway.
trip through Paris went good. I arrived at the bus stop. I was wondering, okay, there are over 70 places for the buses to stop. But there was, a thing that told you where they were parking, like in a train station. I was waiting for that. Meanwhile, I packed the egg thing into my suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bus showed up right next to me.
Good.
So, wow, isn't that convenient? I was the first in. It went smoothly. Was the first time I actually had to pull out my ID. I never had to show that I was vaccinated. And also, as you might have been able to see, not a lot of people were wearing masks.
Which is fair because, I mean, let's be real. When you're doing a full trip that is 8 hours, something like that, in a bus, and
well,
it
not
might
generally,
get warm,
overall.
Overall.
Although, also in the bus, they had a plaque there for oh yeah, wear the mask the whole time through. No one cared about that.
Yeah, well,
and I wanted to, but there was some sickness coming up, so I relaxed.
Yeah, personally, I would not be able to wear a mask the entire way through in a transport because I get sick very easily in cars and stuff, and yeah, it makes me so sick, bro. It makes me want to vomit. I just cannot physically. Wearing a mask anywhere else, I'm fine with it. I usually don't unless I have to. Or if I get too close to other people. But in general, I just, stick very, very far away from other people.
Yeah, I was sometimes I wear the mask, sometimes I don't. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
And hey, I didn't get COVID for the whole trip.
Yeah.
And after, whoop.
That's cool.
Totally fine.
Yeah,
but
honestly,
dude, in the bus, I got the fucking premier seat, story up, front, full panorama view, epic. After they, after the disaster that was the previous bus coming too late, this was heaven.
Hell yeah, man.
It also had the charging, it had USB charging, but it was so slow. So I was glad I charged in the train.
Yeah.
I should have also charged overnight, but I forgot.
It's fine. Everything went great.
Yep.
Yeah, at least it was experience for next time.
It sure was an experience.
Sure was.
Whole lot of experience.
Yeah. My God. I don't know why this reminds me of something. I don't know why thinking about COVID makes me think of something. So I have some other friends that are coming over at the beginning of August.
Yeah, which is why I had to rush to do it in June.
Yeah, that was the reason. Also because July was a art fight
Yeah.
and stuff. So yeah, so they're coming in. So like they might come in on Sunday. So and since there is B, I want to be there for B. You know, so we'll just see whenever they come over. I
If
mean,
they
they're gonna
come
come through
earlier in the
car.
day.
Yeah, but I don't want to like. Wouldn't it be rude if like I just spend the entire
Right.
at like 7 p.m. I mean they come over to the house directly. Like they get the car. So like we don't have to go and get them at like a station or something. So it's totally fine. But it really surprised me because like okay, so my friend is like super chill with me not being vaccinated because like I just told her, well, I mean I don't get out of my house and I don't know how my immune system would react to the vaccine because well I have a very funky immune system, as in it's pretty good, but also I have a lot of hormonal problems and shit, you know. So since I don't know how the hell I'm gonna react to it, I'm just like, as long as I don't need it, I'm just gonna avoid the vaccine. And she was like, okay, that's like super fair. I had to vaccinate myself because I have like my work and everything. Okay, well that's cool.
I just did because well, I'm fine with vaccines, and it's like why not?
And that's cool too.
Better do it.
Honestly, I think it's like a honestly I think it's like a decision that, as long as you're not harming anyone or anything like that, and like it's a decision like that is kind of personal and stuff. To me at least. That's what I think. Like I don't want to harass anyone over anything. But then apparently, so one of my other friend who is also not vaccinated, she was at my, the person that is going to come over, her house, and her mom said out loud that she thought that any kind of person who is not vaccinated should just die.
Hmm.
My friend was like so shocked, and she just didn't say anything because, you know,
I mean, if you
but
can
like,
get yourself vaccinated, you should for the
wait, what?
safety of others. But like, yeah, that's a little.
It's just,
There are people who
man,
cannot.
things.
Indeed. And that like we people who can vaccinate and are safe to do it should do it for the people who can't. So yeah. Ooh. Hello? Am I dead? Wave? Oh no, I think the evening owl died. Or did I die? God damn it. The stream is still running. I think we're fine. Oh, no. Oh, it's me. Oh, it's me. It is me. Well, shit. Eh. Oh my god. Hold up. No, why? What? Okay. Oh, God fucking damn it. Hold on. I'm gonna restart Discord. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I got booted from the VC. Like, okay, not booted, but it's like not connecting. There we go.
Ah, you're back.
Gee, I don't know
There
why.
you go.
I was just like, did Owleeve do this? Like, the stream is still running, so what is going on? And then I looked.
Yeah, it was you.
I was just not connecting for some reason.
Yeah, so where did I cut off?
I don't know where you were cutting up. I was commenting that we should the people that can vaccinate themselves should do it to help the ones that can't. And then I didn't get a response. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, I was same. I didn't get a response to what I was saying, so I was like, wait, okay, do I need to elaborate? So yeah, my answer to you, yeah, yeah, honestly. Though I do think that I might be wrong on that one, but I do think that the vaccine was not exactly. Well, I don't think it's completely done in a way because like most vaccines take like what a longest time to be perfected, so that there are not too many like side effects and shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like an element of hurry because pandemic.
Yeah,
It's really important to get it done like now, but also
yeah,
it's a cold sort of. It's like it's a flu, so that
yeah.
shit keeps evolving. So they have to keep updating it.
Yeah, and the thing is that because they started doing the the vaccines so quickly and so fast, it means that it's started creating variants on top of that because of the vaccines that just and that's the reason why you guys have to do so many shots. It's because you guys keep like contracting it and then creating new variants that are resisting to your vaccine, and then you have to do another shot because and then it does the same thing over and over again, and that's how you end up with all of those variants basically. Um,
I
from
think a
what I've
lot of
seen.
variants would still show up
Oh
even
yeah, of
without the
course.
vaccine. So yeah.
I mean, it's a flu,
It's
of course
just
it will do that.
it's an arms race.
Of course. It's just I don't think it helped because of the way that the vaccine was rushed. Um, and, like I hope it's not controversial to say that, but I do like because I see that vaccines in general take like between 5 to 10 years sometimes to actually be super viable and safe. Because they like tested in like safe environments. Here it's kind of tested just like that. It's just kind of tested on like random people and just well, I'll see how that works. And unfortunately, a lot of people have like bad reactions to it. I don't know if I'm gonna have a good reaction, which is why I don't vaccinate myself. It's mostly just that. Basically, I'm a basic bitch and I'm very scared. That's it.
It'll be
I'm
fine.
I'm just scared. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, in an ideal world, I won't need to vaccinate myself. I never caught it personally because I don't interact with people. My household is probably the cleanest at this point, in terms of like because we basically wash our hands all the time. We don't really talk to a lot of people that much. We don't interact with a lot of people IRL. So yeah, we're pretty much like I don't think I've gotten ill in like the past 2 years.
Hmm.
I have a pretty
I
good immune
didn't
system in
used
general.
to get sick much. Nowadays, well, okay, like there's the common cold, get that every year, maybe twice.
Hmm.
It just
Hmm.
happens. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, the last time I was really noticeably sick, you were there. We were that was like December.
Hmm.
Like in recent
Yeah.
years, I've had one of those like once a year where I get like noticeably sick instead of having the common cold. It's a bit bigger. And yeah, last time was December. We were trying to play Pokemon, but I was just like, "Ugh, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm dead."
Uh,
Ah.
yeah, I feel that in a way because okay, the only thing I wouldn't say was sick. It's just I get okay, I don't know if it's TMI, I just get diarrhea very often.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not super it's not like I'm not gonna explain how my bowels explode, but but like I'm very sensitive when it comes to my stomach. That is the only thing. Um, because I'm also lactose intolerant, but I like milk way too much.
Right.
Yeah,
Which man.
you're right. We just got ice cream, and then I was like, "Sorry, dude, I got a shit." That was the thing. Um. Oh. Yeah. So you probably didn't hear what I said about like COVID and my friend.
I
Um.
did. I think I caught most of it.
Did you catch the part where like the mom was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I hope that, yeah.
Yeah, that I was commenting on. Like, I mean, yeah, like, you should vaccinate if you can, but like, Jesus Christ, lady, chill
I
the
know.
fuck out.
My friend was not vaccinated and she was like super fucking shocked at that. She was like, my fucking god. She didn't say anything because, you know,
Hmm.
but wow.
Also, I've been waiting to comment on. We got stopped at the toll gate. Had to show IDs.
Mm-hmm.
Nifty.
Yeah, ID. But yeah, just things.
Tried to catch the
Honestly,
river, but I was too slow.
honestly, I'm kind of glad in a way that we don't talk much more about like, you know, COVID. I mean, it's still like, you know, a hot issue. It's still going on. I don't want people to think, yeah, it's done. No, it's not done.
Pandemic is
It's still
certainly
going
still
on.
happening.
It's still happening.
It's
just
just
that
become
people,
mundane.
yeah, it's become mundane, and people are trying to act as if it never happened in the first place. Because
Well,
people are desperate to go back to normal.
which, I mean, yeah, we want things to go back to normal, but like, it's a pandemic. It's not gonna go away that fast. Like,
Yeah, that's yeah.
it's
I mean,
just
I get it
accepted
because
reality at this point.
yeah, honestly, like I want to go back to normal and to just be able to go outside and to just um go and do theater and stuff. But also, you know,
Yeah,
the only thing I'm
it's just not done yet. So
buckle up, buckaroo.
yeah.
I'm just gonna hope that cases stop soon because people are hurt by all this situation.
Hmm.
And now there's the whole thing with monkeypox, which oh no, that's another AIDS crisis.
Rip.
This is literally just AIDS crisis once again.
By the way, I just right. There was a car at one point in front of us that had a sticker on the back. Fuck Corona. Very topical of the conversation right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know Gracia. I know it's very unbelievable that I want to touch grass because I don't get out much.
But like the
Like
ability to touch grass.
I want the ability to touch grass, yeah. I mean, I have my backyard, thankfully.
Also,
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's the reason why. That is the reason why I tell you that it's a new AIDS situation, Gracia. That's why I'm saying that. Um, so yeah, that's an oof. As gamers, we're safe, sis. Yeah, yeah. I'm not scared for myself, bro. I don't fuck. I have no game, and Nebel will never he who with anyone ever. So
Mm. So yeah, the pit stop we had. First, I wasn't able to find the bathroom at first. I don't know. It was a pretty big store with all the different kinds of things, and it didn't have like a sign for it. So I went in totally
yeah,
opposite direction. And then when I got back into the bus, I realized, oh jeez, if the air conditioning isn't on, like, ooh, it gets sweltering in here.
yeah,
Like it was good. Like through the ride, it was a good temperature, but because it stopped for a while, the heat really crept in. It was like, jeez. Well,
yeah.
I was sitting right in front of the vent, so I felt a little cold every now and then, but then I realized, oh yeah, if we didn't have that, ooh, this would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, plus I think it made you realize that in Brittany it's pretty chill actually, like in terms of temperature compared to every other part in France.
I guess. Well, it was just the bus was heating up. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, I'm just saying that because yeah, Brittany is pretty I think like I said we had 2 days of heat spikes. That's it.
Yeah,
The
we
rest
had
was really chill.
quite a few, and then
Yeah.
so on the highway for a long while, and then eventually, the highway suddenly turned German. It was like, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So, oh my god, the signs look German now. Crazy.
crazy.
Cause like my phone sent me messages whenever I crossed the border into like oh you've now entered Belgium, you've now entered France. Because I don't know, because it's telling like, oh yeah, the roaming, blah blah blah. But it didn't tell me that when I entered back into Germany. So when I eventually noticed, wait a minute, that's a German sign. Hey, we're back.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, and there was like this stretch where there was just signs saying the name of a tree and then a year underneath, and it really went down like 2015, 2016. It was like, what's the purpose? There aren't like the actual tree. It doesn't look like there's the actual trees there. It's all the same kind of bush. What is happening?
Yeah.
It was weird. Oh yeah, this is ooh, here I saw Cologne in the distance. I saw the cathedral. I was like, ah, nice. There it be.
Yeah. Oh,
And then we
also,
got the Rhine River.
that has nothing to do. I just realized that the B session is either going to be on the 31st or the 1st. I can do the 1st. I have my friends over. Yeah, so the 31st might be okay-ish. But yeah, the 1st is a no-go.
Gosh, when we need all the players.
It's not my fault. I swear.
Oh yeah. Well, I realized the bus had a roof window. That was nifty.
Tell them to make characters. They don't speak English well.
Well, they're just from the Empire.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes. Right. Also, fun fact about the bus. I didn't have a seat partner for the most of the ride, which was awesome. I had so much space. And then when I got one, oh jeez, I got all the tea. It was
Oh my
like
god.
this Brit who, like, it's so she said she was on a call with her mom and she was like ranting about how this isn't how things were planned because German airplanes at the time were completely out of whack. So many got canceled and shit. And she had like she was autistic and she had like panic or an asthma attack, and the people around her and the authorities were really shitty about it. And she was like on this trip to she was missing some sort of lesson, and she was on this trip to like Bulgaria or something. It was just a whole mess. And I was just sitting there with my headphones in, background music only. So I heard all of it. I was like, oh jeez. Oh, that sucks so much.
Jeez.
Oh jeez. And the whole time I was thinking about like, I want to say something. I was like, I want to help out and assistance, but stranger with autism. I don't know how she would react to that. So eventually, when I was packing up, getting ready to roll out, I asked her to throw away the the package that your mom put the croissants into the trash next to her, and I asked her in English. So then she like, oh, you heard that I was English, and we had a little conversation. I was like, my condolences, and I was talking about how I know English from talking to people online, and just a little small talk. It was neat.
Mm-hmm.
It went fine.
That's neat. That's cool.
Yeah. And then I arrived at the train station, and my god, there was some construction going on, so like half the trains were either delayed or gone, not coming. Which, it was fine. I didn't need to wait that long. There was no rush, so it was fine. And then I checked on my luggage, because I put the egg stuff in the suitcase, and well, it did in fact spill over a little bit. Well, spill out, but only a little. So I was like cleaning up that a little bit. Didn't realize until later that a lot more things got a little stained than I thought. But it wasn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got on the train, it was packed full. There was like the the train man. he was like trying to he was like warning us about staying in the first class, and we gotta go through or else you get fined. But there literally was, I could
My
not
God.
exit. The walkway was full. I couldn't get out. And so eventually, so he gave in and was like, okay, you can like sit down. And then later, when it got a little less crowded, and I was like looking around like, dude, should I get up? He piped up again like, you can stay until the end of your ride, which was the final station. So for me, that was interesting.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me when I was I remember one time I took the bus and I was trying to buy a ticket, but the thing is that you cannot buy tickets anymore in France, like bus tickets anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um like inside of the bus, you have to like buy them like prior, but like I was like in my small town, and in my town, and there was no place to buy the tickets. So first I tried, my subscription card, which I knew would not work because I did not renew my subscription for a while. And the guy's like, "Oh, it doesn't work then." And I tried to like, buy it, and he's like, "Oh no, you can't buy them anymore." And I'm like, "Bro, the bus just started to. What do I do?" So I very awkwardly just go next to my friend. I just sit down next to my friend. I'm like, "I guess I just got a free bus ride?" Question mark.
Welp.
Yeah, it just like I felt awkward because the guy, he was clearly bothered because I wanted to like buy something, but like he was kind of reprimanding me, like, yeah, but you can't do that anymore. Well, I'm sorry, I don't go outside much. Last time I did, I could do it. Question mark? My God, I swear, just people, people. But at least I got to do my thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I arrived, home station. Mom took me in. Only noticed the colored streak when I showed her, like, once we got home. And I got out of the car, and I like call over to my cat, and she she walked up. I was like wondering, is she gonna, like, did she miss me? And when I called out to her, she walked up with this very specific meow that was just like, oh, she did miss me.
Oh, that's cute.
Came up to cuddle. Little baby man.
Sylvie.
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 So yeah, I arrived, did a little unpacking, like only the necessities, I guess. My mom already cooked some rice. I ate some rice. I stayed up for a little longer because, like, I was physically exhausted to the point where, oh, my legs were tingling with
Ting.
just like dread, I guess. My whole body was like, oh, I'm so exhausted. But like not in the typical way. you
Mm-hmm.
know? It was like so deep seated. It
Yeah, I
just
see.
it made me feel all tingly. And then I felt it when I went to bed first time at your place. Felt the same thing, but a lot heavier. Where it's just my whole body is still like active and kind of tingly and tired, but in a way that was like comfortable.
Yeah, I see.
But I think I slept for like 12 hours that day.
Oh my god. At least you slept well.
No, I think so. I think so.
Oh my god. My god. And I just realized we did maybe a little bit of overtime.
Yeah. I mean, well, anniversary special. It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. Oh my god. I'm doing a meme right now. I'm doing meme.
Meme.
Yeah, meme.
So yeah.
By the way, I got iced coffee for the first time ever. It was nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I made some iced coffee. Let's go.
Yeah. So I guess after I got back, it was art fight and video editing. Because my
And
fucking video essay.
it was good. My god, it was
Hooray.
good.
I'm
Yo,
glad
go
the
watch
jokes
that.
landed and schisms.
It was amazing, bro. Make more.
If I find a topic, maybe. But
Yeah,
long video takes a while.
I know. But it was really
I
good.
was really on a roll of like either art fight or editing work during the. I was like on a roll, but like recently that has. I think as soon as I released the video, I just like fell back into oh god, it's such lethargy.
But honestly, right now, after a lot of art fight, like after I was done with like my mass attack, I just started like being super tired.
Yeah, I
So
still
I
want to
haven't
draw
done
a
as
few
much.
things, but like, I also don't.
Right now, I feel sick whenever I pick up my tablet, so I'm just gonna I don't know, play video games and stuff. You know,
Hmm.
like I've been feeling like playing some uh Octopath. The thing is that I haven't bought Octopath yet, so I'll just wait until
I
Octopath is
played
like
a bit
on
of the
sale.
demo. I don't think I want the
Like,
full game.
yeah.
I do want this Live Alive game.
Which one? That Paralives?
No, Live Alive. It's new. Well, or
Ah,
remastered. I don't know.
okay. I don't
It's
know
got a
that.
similar pixel style, but you like
Eh.
play through different ages.
Have you? I mean, you might like growing up. You get.
Well,
I
no,
talked a
like
bit about it.
ages as in time, time periods.
Ah. I know, but you still might like growing up.
I don't know, maybe.
And
Okay, okay. I think aside from like I've been finishing Kirby. I've been playing finally finished Isle of Armor for Pokemon.
mhm.
And on stream, I gotta play Stray and Dragon Age. God, I love Stray. I love this cat game.
It's so good.
It's just
I
it's
like
just a
Stray.
cat.
It's just a cat.
Ah, it's so good.
But we do need to finish Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
We do need to go through that.
And we
Because, bro,
gotta continue binging a few things and soul linking.
yeah,
Like man.
so many things that we need to finish. Like, I'm just saying Dragon Age because, man, I will buy you Dragon Age 2 and I will buy you Dragon Age Inquisition. Like, because let me tell you, I just want someone with whom I can like speak and talk about Dragon Age and just brain rot, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I want.
That's why we share these things.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why you got me into Troll Hunter. That's why I got you into Wakfu. That's why I'm getting you into also Dragon Age, and you got me into Castlevania. I was about to say you tried. You got me into Castlevania. Help.
We finished that.
Help.
Yeah, that one was a short one
Yeah, which good.
comparatively.
Honestly, good.
I do still want to show you that one anime that also doesn't have too many episodes, and it has
Yeah.
the adoptive father figure moment. The breaks your heart.
Hell yeah. So yeah, there are like a bunch of things we're sharing. That's kind of what we do. We just share with each other things and stuff. The thing is that with me, it's kind of difficult to like recommend me video games because my computer is kind of shit. So you gotta recommend games that are like not taking too much processor capabilities, unless I have to like buy a new computer, which I'm gonna do one day. But I'm poor.
Yeah, so many things to pay for, so little money.
Exactly. Like I want to buy a new computer that is like a really good one because I want to play Baldur's Gate out. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 literally is going to have Squid Boys. So like
Squid Boys.
Yeah, Squid Boy. I only know Squid Games through this meme, bro. And Dalgona like things. That's all I know. Like I don't know what the fucking plot. I guess something like you get money if you like
Well, it's a death
win.
game.
Yeah, if like you survive the
And
death
it's
game,
for
you get like money.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like right on the money.
And you play like typical, more so children's like it's Japanese children's games that you play, but deadly.
Yeah, and it's like Korean.
And
Yeah, it's Korean.
I guess, yeah.
Nebel, is that racism I hear?
No, it's just like
Are you saying all is the same?
It is a fact that the show is Korean. Sure.
The stream, we're canceling NebelPanda on Twitter.com because she confused two countries that are kind of close by.
What? I didn't. I just said, yeah, it's Korean. Cool. Oh shit. Oh, I said Japanese. Oh, right. Okay, now I get it.
To be fair, it's 1 a.m.
It did not register. Right.
We're joking. Don't worry, Nebel.
Korean.
But yeah, it's oh my god, it's one of those shows that I'm sure I would have liked, but I don't get into because
I don't tend to get into real life shows. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of The Witcher. I don't know, it has a lot of Game of Thrones vibes, but also it feels like they definitely under-explain the lore. Yeah. It feels like something that you should probably know the games a little bit because
and the books, of
aside
course.
from like, I totally get The Witcher. He's like, messed with at birth to have magic powers, and he's a bit of an outcast, but he fights monsters. Simple. But other than that, it was like
basically he's a Belmont.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's basically Belmont.
So yeah, like I get The Witcher, but everything else, the world building is a little weird.
Yeah, I think it's something you need to read either in the books or to play in the games. I do have the 3 games. I have the 3 games because I bought them it was like a on sale. The entire trilogy was like on sale for like $20. So I bought the whole thing. I think I might be able to play the first 2 games, but the third game, I'm gonna need to
it's so high
update
edge.
my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna need to update my computer for that one. Which is why I have not installed them. I know that I can run Inquisition, like Dragon Age Inquisition on my computer. I know that because I played it. It's just that it's kind of let's just say my computer does not like it, but it
Mm-hmm.
works.
Gosh,
Like
when I was
especially
playing like Life is Strange 3 on my old computer, I had to turn everything down and it looked kind of
terrible.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, that's my life. Like on Inquisition, that's what I had to do. Fallout 4, to play Fallout 4, I had to turn everything down, and even then, it was like never going over like 25 FPS.
And I did it on my old PC. I played Omori and streamed it. It lagged.
Oh, same.
Omori. It's
Omori's lag.
it
Omori
should
lags on the computer.
it doesn't sound like a game that you need much power for, but apparently you do.
Yeah, I know. Like because I play like I make RPG Maker games on my computer. It's just that I think it's because Omori is just really massive and has a lot of scripts going on. For example, Omori has sometimes some particles that flows, in front of the screen and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Mostly in the dream world. There's a lot of going on in the dream world. So because of this, that's why there's a lot going on where it lags sometimes
Hmm.
because there's just a lot of particles and shit. Um, it doesn't lag as much in the real world,
Speaking of
from what I
Omori, I
remember.
do still need to get back to that. I need to do play Hikikomori.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm still holding on to the hope that we get the the basil thing. I almost said barley. Did you hear that? I almost said barley. The basil, same plant, same plant. The basil thing, the basil root. And yes, I know, Grace. Yeah, I know from the beast bit. Stop by typing it. I know what you're
we
typing.
should
Please
bring
stop.
back the bingo.
We should. Barley final outfit, flower crown. That would be so cute.
Well, he does have a crown. We just I think I did give him a flower crown as a present once.
That's so cute. Wholesome. Boy best friends.
Boy. Boy.
Once again, I would ship that if Sawyer did not age weirdly.
Yeah. Dude, they are such boy best friends. If that wasn't the thing, oh man.
If that wasn't a thing, bro, I would ship it so hard. You have no ideas. Like,
Mm.
I think there is nothing cuter than, just kids having a crush on each other. Like, I'm talking about 12 to 13-year-olds just having a wholesome crush, just holding hands, hand holding.
And Holdy.
Cute.
Baby.
Just baby crush, Like, it's adorable. Fucking the cutest.
Although, when I do think back to early school, early, well, high school in quotation mark. It's not high school. It's secondary school.
Middle school?
Oh man, yeah, but we've got middle and high school in one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, basically middle school days. Oh man, you don't want to have a romantic relationship at that time. It's so messy.
You say that, but I saw so many people getting in romantic
Well,
relationships at the
yeah,
time.
same, and it
I didn't get
usually
it,
did not end well.
Oh yeah, it never ends well. I mean, sometimes it does, but most of the time, people are still. It's mostly people who are trying to play as adults. They're trying to be
I don't
older
know
than they are.
anyone who got together at 13 and is still together.
I mean, to be fair, relationships that are that you start when you're a teenager or a preteen, honestly, they don't tend to last because you're still experimenting and stuff.
Pretty much the only relationship like that, well, that didn't last until now, but lasted for quite a while, was mine through those
Damn.
years. But it also ended when I was 17, so.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that much of a relation. It was more a friend relationship.
Yeah, honestly, all of my relationships kind of went through that. My first relationship, the thing is, I was kind of tainted because of the whole drama that was going on. So I got together with this guy when I was 15, but then, shit went on, and it kind of turned out to be an incel, kind of. So whoopsie.
Oopsie.
So yeah, I just let the thing just kind of die out. My second boyfriend, he was neat. I like him. He's cool. and I had the absolute worst puppy love ever. And this kind of moment where you actually we were going through such puppy love, we actually thought that we would actually probably get together or like stay together forever. I don't know, this kind of thing, puppy love. But then it kind of fizzled out, and we realized actually we worked way better as friends, and boom, now we're just friends.
Yeah.
It worked well. We were very cringe though. We were so fucking cringe. Like looking
Everything
back,
is cringe when you're young.
everything is cringe. But at least it's experience, because it means that I'm not gonna be as cringe next
Yeah,
time.
honestly, if you don't experience anything cringe in your past, you're gonna be cringe now. The cringe is gonna
Exactly.
happen. Better get it out when you're still young.
Exactly. And better get it done with someone in private where they are also thinking back at it and cringes, so that none of you speak about it to any other people. The cringe stays and will die with us. We will take it to the grave.
We take the cringe to the grave, exactly.
Exactly. You take the cringe to the grave, I will take it to the grave. We shall never mention it ever again. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't get people who actually talk about cringe things that maybe I don't know, their ex did or something like that. Like, don't do that. It's not cool. Because you probably also did super cringe stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't.
Don't.
Don't. Just stop it. Get some help. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, by the way, you can start uploading the images.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that very soon, don't worry. It's just that if I bring my phone next to my mic, it's gonna do funky things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I don't know, I'm thinking just I don't know, I don't want to get into a relationship, man. Relationships kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Uh
Friends are better.
yeah, like
And
because
platonic wives. Best.
yeah, like because I just realized that because every time I got into a relationship with someone, well, the two times I did, it was because boop, boop, boop. It was because I realized because I have very often, fantasies, like daydreams about romance, what ifs. Wow.
Same. But
Like
actually,
yeah,
like, it's not in reality. Stay
exactly.
in my mind.
Exactly. But I didn't realize that until it actually happened. Like both times I got into, the actual relationship somehow, and it happened, and then I was like, actually, like relationships, it's so stressful actually. And now I'm just like, yeah, fuck that. So honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get back into a relationship until for like a really long time, because it's better if it's in my head actually. Like friendship is cool. I just prefer the actual like romance thing to stay in my mind,
Yeah.
because I suck at committing. I just suck at committing. I like to just, think about romance and being like, ooh, romance with like tons of different, I don't know, possibilities. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So yeah, no. I mean, maybe one day, but for now, you know what? I prefer when my mind is not corrupted by romance and stuff.
Yee.
I become insufferable because I have hyperfixation problems. That's something I came to realize for a few years. I have hyperfixation problem, and I think that's why I was struggling a lot during my exams. When I got together with my boyfriend, because I just hyperfixated on that, and I just could not study or anything like that because I was just thinking about him. And every time I just remember something, I just hyperfixate on something. The reason why I was able to do so much trip art was because I hyperfixated on it. Quoi? Okay. Sorry. Um. Sorry. Achi's here now.
Aji.
Salut Achi. But yeah. For example, that's how I got so much art done. Whenever you see me doing a lot of art all of a sudden, it's because I'm hyperfixating on it.
Yee.
Like I thought for a long time it was a motivation problem. No, it's hyperfixation problem. It's just if I don't hyperfixate on something, I just don't do anything. So
Man.
hi. Salut Hachi. You wanna hear Hachi?
Yes. Get her in. That marvelous input. Wonderful.
Thank you, Hachi. It was very informative. I'm wearing black, Hachi. God damn it. Ass. Fuck. You're such a cute kitty. I love you. Remember how she fell asleep like right in my arms?
Yes.
So fucking cute. So fucking adorable.
Great picture.
Yeah. I don't know how long she stayed like that. I think it was like for 2 hours or something. Like an hour or two or
Well,
something.
pretty much until you woke up, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
it's
you were,
just I
until
don't
you were
remember how much
done.
time I slept.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much time I slept. That's the problem.
Not much.
I think it
I
was just a
guess you
little
woke
nap.
up every now and then.
Yeah, but the Cuban was there. The thing is that I don't sleep very often with my Cuban, because
I don't sleep with my kibben at all. Because
aw,
they're in the whole different part of the house.
yeah. Well, I usually don't because my door does not stay open much, and I always fear that Yuki's gonna pee on something,
Mm.
and I don't want to just have Achi in, because then if I don't wake up, she's just gonna like I don't know, poop in like a corner because she just can't get out,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I don't sleep next to my cats. But I want it's really cool whenever I do. Oh my god, I remember Yuki's the worst to sleep next to because she keeps on wanting to come into, your, the she wants to get under the covers, but then she wants to get out and she keeps doing that like every 5 seconds. Meanwhile,
Damn.
Achi, she just like settles on you or next to you and she just stays there.
Yeah.
That's it. And if you move too much, she fucking hisses at you.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
So they got like the opposite problem. Like with Yuki, you gotta be upset at her for moving too much. Achi gets upset at you for moving too much.
Exactly. I'm with Shep. Sorry, I just wanted to kiss her.
Yeah.
She's cute. Anyway. But yeah, just funny things.
When
Funny. I like my cats. I don't know what I was talking about earlier, but yeah.
cats.
Yeah. And yeah, about romance, yeah, it just made me realize that, yeah, I just like to think about it, and that's cool. And hyperfixation sucks. That's it.
Mm.
One day I'll go to a psychiatrist, to like finally get diagnosed for my anxiety, and he'll like hand me a full list of a ton of different things, and I'll be like, but I thought that was normal. No, it's a disorder. Ah. I just know
Dang.
that would happen, honestly. Like,
Gosh,
isn't it?
man. If I went to a psychiatrist, I'd probably get diagnosed with stuff too. But like, no, stop. I don't want to find out that actually I'm also autistic. But like, no, stop.
That
I'm
could
fine.
that could so happen. Like to me, I'm talking like not to you. I'm not gonna diagnose you over like
Well,
I
yeah,
don't have
like
that.
the only I only see some few aspects of it in me, but
Insane.
nothing too much that I would be like, oh yeah, that's it.
Listen,
It's just
we-
I have a few aspects that doesn't mean I am.
Exactly.
It's a giant
Exactly the
spectrum.
same. Like, yeah, that's the thing. I think we're all sort of neurodivergent, like a little bit, like un poco. We're all kind of like that.
We're all a little insane, a little
Yeah,
depressed, a little anxious,
yeah. The thing is
or
that
well, overly depressed, overly anxious. You know, one of them is overtaking. Some are just there a little bit.
yeah. Like honestly, I'm so anxious. I have so much anxiety that I'm anxious about going to like, a professional to diagnose me because I'm so scared they're gonna like, gaslight me being like, "Oh no, no you're not. You don't have anxiety." You know?
Gosh.
Like I think that is the ultimate proof that I have anxiety.
I guess the
You
main
know?
reason I'm not going to a professional for anything is like the cheapest option,
Oh, and that
like
too.
online BetterHelp or something. Yeah, I tried BetterHelp, and then I
Mhm.
realized it was 40 euros a week and not a month.
Yikes.
So that was when I was, yeah, I don't think I can keep this up. Mm,
Yeah, no, yikes. No, that's plus BetterHelp. I'm not sure if they are actual professionals or something.
they
Like at this
are, they
point,
are. It's just,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
it's just online.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but I don't know. Eh, at this point, I'd say just go to see like, someone like I don't know. I mean, I guess it's better to not because seeing someone cringe, but oh my god, like my anxiety kicked in. The other it's starting to crinkle. Ooh,
Crinkle.
ooh, 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 crinkle. Anyway, just ignore that. Don't worry.
Yep.
Um, so the other day, well, a month ago, something like that, or maybe two, I don't remember. I actually registered for like I was looking for like employment, because I was like fucking done with being poor. Uh, the reason for being poor is just like we reckon a lot of money. By the way, we reckon like around 1,000 a month, which is not a lot, but it's something,
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we have bills that take like 700 or something,
Yeah,
so
and
we're
then
left
there's,
with nothing.
everyday groceries and, uh,
Yeah, by the end of it, we have like no money left.
hmm.
So yeah,
Basically, you get a good amount of money, but you have to put it into essentials.
yeah, basically, like this month we have a 500 to pay in electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my mom talked to the person because she kept a log of all of our consumption. We were consuming half of what we consumed last year. Last year we consumed at this point in the year 12,000 like I don't remember the units. Fuck. Kilowatts,
Watts,
I think.
kilowatts.
Yeah, I think it was kilowatts or something. And this year we are consuming 6,000 so far. So yeah, we're at half, and we are paying more.
Hmm.
So yeah. So they
Like
she
I
talked.
would like, obviously there's inflation, so you wouldn't be paying exactly half, but like paying more is a that doesn't seem right, math.
Yeah, I know. And she talked to the person, and thankfully we had all the proof because the person would have dismissed her otherwise. But here she had everything, and she even said, "Okay, I have the thing with inflation," in like, oh my god, like, like, yeah. The person was like, "Okay, we'll talk," and she was able to reduce the monthly from like 280 to 120. So, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's good. That's really good. It's gonna help on the long run. Anyway, um, so yeah, same. Like I can't really pay for someone to like see for this kind of thing, but I'd like to. I'd like to be able to see a professional one day, but I can just smell that. Yeah, they would diagnose me with so many other things. Like I'm sure they're gonna tell me, "Oh yeah, actually your hyperfixations are not normal." What do you mean they're not normal? Yeah, well, people can just function, normally and just focus on tons of things at once. For example, Hayden, I don't know how he does it, but he can focus on tons of things and get work done. Meanwhile, I just have to
Well,
be
it's a
lucky.
different type of hyperfixation, I guess.
Yeah, his hyperfixation is just hyperfixating on everything. I just hyperfixate on one thing at once. And when I don't hyperfixate, I am left so empty inside.
I don't get hyperfixations, I don't think. I just like sometimes I have the motivation to do something and I focus on it and I do the thing for a good long while.
Mm-hmm.
But like it doesn't feel like a like what you would describe as a hyperfixation. It's
Yeah, I guess
just
so.
focusing on work.
Yeah.
like a neurotypical person, I assume.
Shut the fuck up. I'm normal.
We're not normal. We
I'm not normal, I know. Like, the thing is, okay, the way I experience it is I get reminded that something exists, and then I just think about it very hard, and I cannot help myself but just think and think about it. Like, my thoughts just race so much. And oh my god, like I don't know, I just keep thinking of so many things, like, and it just always relates to that, and I need to get to my bathroom and to just I just repeat to myself, like, all alone, the same fucking TED talk to myself for hours. So it's wasting a lot of time, but just that, and then I just make content for this specific thing I am hyperfixating on, or I read about this content. The thing is that with Trip, for example, um, the problem is that there is almost no content, so I have to create content.
Mhm.
So that's how it works. Sometimes I hyperfixate on Barontai, but it's very rare.
Right,
Um,
Barantai.
it's the thing. I haven't worked much on it because I am very much not hyperfixating on it right now. So I just don't make content because it's a whenever I do try to do Barontai, it just feels like a chore, and I just close the window. At the beginning of Art Fight, I was hyperfixating on it. Now I am not anymore. And right now I'm hyperfixating on nothing. So I'm just left so fucking empty inside. So that's the thing. Although, oh my god, I had the worst moment last night. Last night, I was trying to sleep and I was trying to think of a scenario, and my thoughts were so loud. I don't know why, but it felt like a cacophony. Um, it was like I was not sleeping. I was just trying to think of a nice scenario to fall asleep to, like everybody does. And there, I I was every time I was trying to think of something, I would hear people just talk and talk and talk, like, and I could not understand what was going on. I could not understand like what was being said. It was just me having like I think 20 thoughts at once or something. It was so loud I was starting to get a headache.
God damn.
Yeah. It doesn't happen much, but sometimes I try to quieten the thoughts, but the demons keep coming back.
The possession, it's spreading.
Yes. Yeah, that was very annoying. Um, so I tried to put some ASMR in the background so that I could fucking calm down. Because at this point, I just had to give up on trying to have a scenario and just accept that tonight I have to abandon thoughts and to have it empty.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad. I had a full thing planned, man. And when I think about it, actually, it happens sometimes. It happens more often than I'd like to just have random moments where my thoughts are just fucking too loud and just going in so many directions I just can't follow it. So yeah. Officially, I think a psychiatrist would totally diagnose me with like 5,000 different things,
You
and I'll
have
just be nodding.
either head full or head empty. There's no in between.
So much that honestly, and I think that's the reason. Actually, that's exactly the reason why I go to talk to myself in the bathroom. I just fucking realized that. Because sometimes my head is so full and I need to like, get things out. So instead of basking in the head fullness, I get up and I go talk in the bathroom. this
Yeah.
this way I get them out and it avoids me you know having my head so full it hurts.
Yeah,
That I just
sometimes I
realized.
talk to myself when I've got like thoughts going on that I just
Hmm.
they're like sometimes they're echoing, so I'm like, okay, I'll just talk it out, and then they're
Mhm.
done. Or sometimes I don't know. I'll say them out loud. I
Yeah,
I
that
talk
happens.
like I'm
Yeah,
talking to another person or a YouTube video,
same.
but I know I'm not talking to anyone.
Yeah, same. That's what I do.
It's just
Like it will.
thinking out
Yeah,
loud.
exactly. And
Woo.
honestly, it's very healthy to do that. Apparently, it's very healthy. It's like it's not weird. I know people
No.
think it's weird, but it's not weird.
Like, well, it's only problematic if you actually think you're talking to someone.
Yeah, totally.
That's when it's yeah, okay, those are delusions that's a that's not too good.
Yeah, in that case, it's not good. Personally, I'm always aware of it, and sometimes I point like I make fun of myself while I'm talking, being like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm just talking to myself right now, but you know what I mean. The you know what I mean is
You know what I
you
mean?
know direct-
I know what I mean.
I do that. I do that all the
Yeah.
time. Like I'm the king of comedy, bro. Uh, but like it's okay. It's because it helps me a lot with like brainstorming and shit. And like apparently I just realized it's a bit of a coping mechanism just for me to not have head too full.
Hmm.
Because otherwise head too full, man. Too full. Like it's so funny because sometimes you'll just have me, being in the middle of something and I'll just get up and go to the bathroom for 3 hours. And then my mom just comes back, down and everything, and she hears me like talking and everything, and he's like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" Yeah, sure. Like it's so funny. I think I only did it once when you got here. I think I only did it once.
Nice.
Yeah, it was at night. You were sleeping. I was like, "Oh my fucking god, I need to speak to someone about that." Damn it.
Damn it.
God damn it. And that's also why like you did notice that I was a bit like a big rambler. Well, that's what happens in my head. My head is too full. I need to talk it out.
Yeah.
It's that. Yeah, that's when I'm in a conversation, that's the problem, is that every single thought I have is just going out.
Gosh, I'm just realizing like the head too full or head too empty. It applies to how I go about Mog. Like sometimes there's like stretches where I'm like, yeah, the stuff can happen there. I don't have anything specific planned. And then there's a few spots where I'm just like, okay, here's all the plans. Just rolls out an entire fucking scroll or
Same, though.
symbolically.
Same. Bro, I have nothing for next session of school. Like, I'm actually thinking of actually cutting the next session, as in maybe next session we can just have the play. Just
Yeah,
boom.
we could. Yeah, honestly, we can do some bigger time skips if there's like nothing happening. Like we can always RP, but like also, gosh, sometimes I'm realizing I'm sitting there like in Mog, like waiting for y'all to fill some time in by RPing or like just doing flavor text, and then you don't, and then you do it when when I don't expect it, and
Yeah.
I guess same thing with school. Like sometimes we RP too much in a, or like we just RP a lot in a section, and then otherwise nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Like I want to, like, it's kind of the same, like, thankfully I have like so many characters and so much going on in school that I can, like I said, I'm a rambler, so I can just go on a ramble. Just
Mm-hmm.
if nothing is going on, I can just go and
Like,
ramble.
and I'm not really waiting for that in Mog for like uh time buffer. I just expect something to happen there between the players, and then it doesn't. So I'm like, well, this
Mm,
created a bit of
yeah,
awkward air. I guess we'll move on.
yeah, well, that's kind of what I mean, is that whenever like I see that you guys don't want to add anything to the conversation, I just leave a blank. And if nothing is said, I just ramble, and I hope that something that I say as one of the characters or something, or as I present the scene, will make you guys react. Like, so this way I can invite the I can invite the thing.
Hmm.
I can invite the RP. Like, I have a lot of things planned. I have some character thing planned, and I would love for it to happen. It's just that school is a very long campaign that is so stretching on like 4 years. So I need to remind myself that I don't need to do character evolution right now.
Yeah. Gosh, I am eagerly awaiting the moment that school year 1 is over and wondering where we'll be in Mog because I just
It's gonna be soon, man. Because if the play is going on next session,
like yeah, in Mog y'all are pretty close to where I placed Grace and summer vacation. So I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I kind of want her to have a cameo. You're
that would be
probably
cool.
not gonna go directly to that town, so I guess Grace just like doing her own thing, kind
Maybe
of.
she's hunting.
Maybe she's out training, exploring the world a little bit, helping out, doing the
Mm-hmm.
Grace things. But also, I just want it to be a regular cameo that doesn't do too much. So
Yeah.
initially, I thought maybe I'll make her, I'll place her in Mog as a kid. But then,
Mm-hmm.
you brought up summer vacation, and I realized, oh, the timing is so perfect. They're like in the region, like, oh.
Neat.
And now that has affected like the effects on the timeline. It's like, So,
So yeah,
yeah, that also means, hey guys, don't get a wipe because otherwise she'll have to live in an alternate universe where the world doesn't end.
yeah. I mean, it could also just be a dream. Like, or maybe we came back in time back to the first session of Mog and
No, if there's a TPK, Garzaroth comes out. It's
and they'll
decided,
die.
and everything will burn.
Okay, but what if we created a new party after that, like new characters to fight Garzaroth in an epic standby, like standoff?
Well, if anyone was
That could
fighting
be.
Garzaroth, it would be the Arcane Order.
I mean, let's go. Let's play as the Arcane Order.
Maybe.
Or we can just call the campaign that. Like, just boom, done. Although I do like the idea of just random adventures where just like, we have to go kill Garzaroth. Or maybe the world was completely changed into a bit of Castlevania approach, Where it's like the world is like always burning and everything. And people are just trying to live by,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like random adventurers who just decide that enough is enough and they want to go and kill Garzaroth.
That means I'll have
Honestly,
to think about making my world post-apocalyptic. Hooray! I
honestly,
don't know.
yeah, Mog Boss TPK does sound like a lot of fun, which is why I'm so not against the idea of a TPK. Like, meanwhile, okay, one thing you guys should know about me is that there will never be a TPK in my campaigns. By that I mean that most of the party might die, but at least one person is going to survive. Because I think it's better to have like, the grief and the survivor guilt,
No, please, no, I hate it. Please, free
I love
me.
it.
Free me.
Nope.
Free me from the heart.
And because also because well, then you'll have to kill yourself and it'll be even sadder.
No.
Because a TBK. Shut the fuck up, Gracia. I would be so sad too. I would be so sad if we had a TBK, as you said.
I don't want B to end in such bloodshed. Like,
Well,
I
we're
want us
fighting
to have a
Tiamat.
happy end. It's my the first big campaign. It was almost the first campaign we I got to see finish, and then Hayden just
Yeah.
like rolled up because Lich was pretty short.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah, this is the first long running campaign that is actually going to end.
yeah. I want them to be happy. I don't want to retcon the whip
Drawing.
for the Ava's wedding. I don't want them to be sad.
Yeah, but also I would be so destroyed to freaking wreck me, Gracia. But personally, like in my campaign, the things that I like to have my villains be the ones to like spare at least one person. Not in like it's a show of mercy, but this show of mercy is here to be like, yeah, I beat you, and even if you come back, I will beat you again. Like I am so unbothered and so not, scared of you that I will spare you. you know?
Damn.
Like you're so insignificant to me that I shall spare you, you worm,
Owie.
after you watch like half of your family die. you know? This is this kind of villains that I usually have. When they're like truly evil, by the way. Um
Yikes.
I like to create nuanced villain in general. For example, the villain of a school, like the main villain of school, is very nuanced. Um, well, the main villain, quote unquote, honestly. I'm talking about the Frogman,
Frog.
the frog. Well, the frog, yeah, he's like one of the main villain, kind of like he was the main villain of the actual like book, by the way. Um, but like, I made him like a bit of a secondary, like he's still kind of main, but like Anyway, like I gave him an actual like motivation and stuff. He became way more nuanced. Like in the actual book, he's just, my god, he's just an angry frogman, and he's so petty and evil for no reason. Yeah, here there's more than that, so that's cool.
You
I
can make
basically
him
rewatched the entire
anything you
story.
want him to be.
Exactly, that's the beauty of TTRPGs. So yeah, but he's not the only bad guy of school, but yeah, all of them are like nuanced.
Yeah, as
None of
Modius
them are
coming
like
out of the closet sure was a legendary experience.
it was.
Helmy.
Yeah, well, honestly, the thing is that none of the characters that come from like D&D lore that you make, Gracia, are accurate to like their representation.
Yours. It's yours.
Yeah. Aww.
Uh,
Cute.
oh yeah, I should watch that VOD.
You should.
Partially because I didn't get to like listen, so I didn't get to do any quality control.
Mhm.
So hopefully it's fine.
Like it's just but yeah, like in Ergonza I have not decided yet everything that I want. I mean, I'm gonna have you guys go through maybe the main story, I don't know. Um we'll see. I mean, if you guys do go through the main story, or I don't know, but I think the stakes are gonna be a bit higher because Argonza is Grimoire for Argonza is kind of like dark fantasy. It's
Yeah, I'm realizing with all the racism.
yeah, well, and all the political things. Honestly, it's a bit like Dragon Age Origins in term of like kind of vibe, basically. Like it's dark fantasy with some humor mixed in, basically. There's a child in that closet. Let's burn it down. Stan, no!
Stand
Oh, Stan, I love you. Stan, my love. Yeah, it's
There was
it's
a Dragon Age. There was a
Dragon Age
scene.
quote. Yeah, it's not like even a cutscene or anything. It's just something that happens
It's
because
like
Stan is
side
fucking
quest
iconic.
thingy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Honestly, you like I said, you should play Dragon Age Gracia. There are so many cool quotes. I think one of my favorite is Alistair going like, oh yeah, they're gonna make us wear dresses or something. Well, I'd pay to see that. Oh well, I will tell you that I would be absolutely fabulous in a dress. Like hell yes, I want to see you wear a dress, Alistair. Go on. Yeah, we know. Oh, and another one of my favorite. Remember that scene with the Mabari? You know, with the dog, with Sten growling at the dog. Like Sten was growling at the dog, and then he's just like, "You are a worthy opponent. I respect you, my friend." Like, my god, I love you so much, Sten. Don't ever change.
I just, God, I love the options that are
Yeah.
so offensive, but I can't pick them. I
You
can't
can,
do
but
it.
also that's what I love, you know? And that's why I'm gonna have those like in my own game. Like it's just I love the option. Like I love the fact that the options to be an absolute asshole are there. Like I love reading those. I'm never gonna choose them because I don't like to be mean to pixel people, but my god, it's so beautiful. There's an option at some point to call someone's like I think to call someone's mom a lizard person, I think. I don't remember the quote, but like it's super glorious.
Glorious.
Glorious. One second, I need to drink something. I'm
Mhm.
my throat is dry. Okay. Ah, water drink.
What?
Yeah. But the way I'm doing it for my game for my own game is that, you know, the main character is already predetermined. I still haven't
Mhm.
decided if I want the character to have like a different gender. I don't know. But yeah. Um so basically Trevor has both the options to be like very nice and has the option to be very rude. But like it all fits in his personality because you have basically the option between uh opening up, Trevor open up, and that's how you learn a lot about his past, how he got his armor, how he got his scar, you know, this sort of thing, why he's a captain of the guard. So basically, he opens up both to like the characters and to the player. But you can also have him push everyone away and be a rude asshole to everyone.
Mhm.
And in this case, he just kind of ends up alone, and you never learn anything about him. He's just kind of a mysterious dude
Is
who
the
just
player
pushes
character
everyone
a
away.
silent protagonist?
He's not silent. He
Hmm.
actually has yeah, dialogue.
Yeah, and in that case, I'd say just make him like no need to choose the gender. They're just that character. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason why I was thinking gender was because um I think at first it was just because hey, it could be fun, I don't know. And then also because hey, maybe, you know, for romances because there are romance options in this thing. Um
True.
but like I was also thinking maybe they can just be player sexual, but also player sexual characters are not true representation, you know? It's not true representation of like LGBTQ characters, you know? But also maybe like maybe someone wants to still romance the character despite, you know, having this character you know, sexual or something. Um because maybe my headcanons of the sexualities is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, you know? Like if I say that Clarice or like okay, good example. If I say that Dante, for example, is gay, I personally think that he would be bisexual, but like, you know, if I say that he's gay, someone might be like, yeah, but actually I think he would be cute with the female version, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
it's like it's not necessarily a bad thing if you've got like the romance option locked behind a certain gender, but also kinda
yeah, that's the thing.
like
Yeah.
man, I want to have the option today to win because she's the only elderly, and I decided to be elderly in a game where it does not matter.
Yeah. I'm so sad that Win is not romanceable. Because she's like what 50 or something. Everyone treats her like she's a grandma. She's 50.
Yeah.
Like, bruh. But like she's not romanceable. Like what the hell? And Stan is not romanceable either.
Hey, man.
Man. I mean, thankfully, in the next game, almost a lot of people are romanceable, except Varric. Except Varric. The one dwarf character that everybody loves, you know?
Dang.
Like, I had a friend who gave up on Dragon Age 2 because Varric was not romanceable, which is so fair. Varric is the best character. Basically, he's the bro. He is the bro character who will be next to you like all the time. He's actually the one to tell the tale of the story because the whole game of Dragon Age 2 takes place in Varric's story as he's telling it to someone basically.
Mm.
So technically, you could say that maybe he modified events and stuff. It's fun. It's a lot of fun when you remember that fact. But yeah, you have one option to flirt with him once as a female oak, as the female character. That's it. And
Oh, well.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. But everyone else is like bisexual in the game, except for one guy who is straight. And then we got Inquisition, which Inquisition has a lot of gender lock things. Some of them are for story purposes. For example, you have Sarah and Dorian who are gay. But everyone else sometimes is locked behind even like behind race. Though I'm so sad for Colin because Colin is straight in the game, but he was planned to be bisexual, and it was just because I think because of time restraints they couldn't do it. And I'm sad
God,
because it was so
I'm so
ended up.
sad about like non-gay options in Persona, cause oh my god,
Yes,
Yosuke, my
Yosuke!
boy Yosuke.
He's so gay. He's so gay.
He is actually gay in the closet.
He is.
And they had lines for him.
I'm just my god.
My god.
Because like so obvious. Like the fact that you can actually choose like gay, to act, I'm saying it to act gay, as in like, to show interest in men, but you cannot actually get into a relationship. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
well, technically he's bi because he does show interest in women, and I don't think
yeah,
it's faked. But yeah,
yeah,
please,
I think he's bi,
my dude.
but he's so in the closet,
He's
so deep
in the closet,
and he's so in love with the main character. Let's be real here. He's in love with the main character.
They're boy best friends.
I was about to say that the fact that he calls him partner is already super gay.
Yeah.
Unless you're fucking cowboys, you don't call someone partner unless you're like sexually like interested in them or romantically. Like, come on, partner.
I mean, in Persona 5 Yusuke also that he's such a quirky, funny little guy.
Yeah. My god, I need to like, get the Persona games because my god.
Yeah, they're coming to Switch. Woo!
Yeah, if it doesn't take too much like, power on my computer, I'm gonna get at least a Persona 4 because my god. I just think a lot about Yosuke.
Yeah.
I think a lot about him.
Nice, Gracie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still gotta finish Persona 5 Strikers. And I started P4 Golden on PC, but I died at the first boss. And I gotta grind. I don't wanna.
I do want to ask, so P4 Golden is just the definitive version of P4, right?
Yeah, it's Persona 4 with extra material.
Okay, I was always wondering.
It's got extra story stuff, some gameplay improvements.
Yeah, I was always wondering because that's the reason why I never got into Persona. It's just because it confused the hell out of me. That I could not find just Persona 4, just Persona 4, It was like Persona 4 Golden and stuff like that. I thought they were like side games, and I was going to be like, you know?
Yeah,
So I was just
technically
very
my
confused.
first Persona game was Persona Q, which is like, the crossover. And you
Yeah.
gotta know the games for it, and I didn't. So it
Yeah.
was very confusing.
To be fair, I think one of my first like Final Fantasy games was like the Final Fantasy like battle like fighting game, I think. So whoops. It was like on PSP. Yeah, it might have been Cydia, I think.
Gosh, me and fighting games. I'm already struggling with Smash.
Yeah, I'm not really good at fighting games, honestly, but I'm okay-ish.
Yeah, we're both not great, so when we played Smash, it was,
Yeah, the thing is that
Hey,
the only Smash game I'm really good at is Brawl, and yeah, my Wii did not work. Yeah, fighting games are just very, I don't know, they frustrate the hell out of me
I don't
because
really get
of knockback and
frustrated
stuff.
by them. I'm just not used to. They're just not my genre of games. It's like
Mhm.
growing up, I played 2D platformers like Mario and Kirby, but I'm still
Yeah.
not very good at them. And then I didn't really play any 3D platformers. So when I got into stuff like tried playing Odyssey, oh man, it was a learning
Yeah.
curve. And
Yeah.
like Zelda Breath of the Wild also, it was like at least that one's like different because it's action adventure. But yeah, me adjusting to a 3D space took some time.
Yeah. Personally, I'm not very good at games. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go out right. I'm not really good at games.
Yeah, same.
Um, like that's the reason why I like story-based. It's just because, yeah, I mean, you don't have to be good at things
God,
to,
I
you
love
know.
role playing games because I can take my fucking time. So when I
Same.
tried playing Final Fantasy VII, and it's a it's an RPG system, but it's timed. I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, please just let me sit here and think for my options. I get stressed.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. Like that's why like okay, there's one thing that does scare me whenever I'm playing visual novels. I know it's so weird, but I personally usually play visual novels with guides because I don't want to end up with bad endings, or I want to get the right ending that I want. So technically I do cheat on like every single fucking game I play. I though when I play
Well, it's not
Great Ace
really
Attorney,
cheating. Like, I mean, it's just more efficient.
it is more
As long
efficient,
as you
just right.
like, well, I get like it would play however you want, honestly.
Yeah, as long as it's like single player, like the moment it's like multiplayers, don't like cheat in the sense of like, you know.
Hmm.
But other than that, honestly, even if you like whip out like a I don't know, a cheating device, honestly, if it's single player, you should be able to do it.
And if it's multiplayer, as long as everyone knows and agrees,
Yeah.
cool.
Mm.
Like that, there's the kind of Among Us players who like did the play of like, oh yeah, my brother is sitting next to me. He got killed. I know who the imposter is. Like that's dumb. But
It
like
is.
sitting in VC giving orders even in a public game, like as long as you don't give it away, just have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it adds a lot of thrill actually to do it in VC. Like, I don't know, I like it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it just first of all, Greatest Journey, uh I think for the first game, the first part of it, I did not look it up. But the second game, I did look it up because I was trying to finish it very quickly. Because I wanted to get into the fandom, you know, very fast.
Yeah, I just pull up a guide for Ace Attorney because I don't want to get stuck on one thing for a long while and try to
Yeah,
figure out the logic that the game has.
it's so
Like during
fair.
investigation segments, like there are a few times when I get stuck cuz like I miss a thing And same with like point and click adventures. Sometimes I just gotta look up how to do this one thing and then it just rolls in.
Mm. Yeah. Like, oh man. It's just in general, I don't know, I'm the kind of person to be very I'm very spontaneous, and I just cheat and stuff like that on games whenever, like, I'm just like, yeah. For example, I cheat even on like super mundane things. For example, Animal Crossing, I think it was to like change the layout of my town and sort of thing. I just yay, save editors. Doo doo doo.
Oh yeah, I think a friend of mine had like Animal Crossing cheats. We would sometimes use them back in the day for the DS.
Mhm.
But like it
It's
was
honestly,
mm,
it kind of spoils the experience because then you don't really have
like
much
I
of a
mean it
reason to come back
depends
to
on
it.
the cheat, you know.
It does.
It was like, we cheated technically at our souling, but it was just all the
It was too.
grinding.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have been able to put up with it. It was so many levels.
I know, I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
So that's the thing, man. Well, unfortunately, I won't be able to like do it for you anymore
Yeah.
because you know.
Well,
Um,
we've got like I did some well, okay, no, I didn't do any grinding. I went through the routes
yeah,
cuz like you already did that. I still need to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's important to go through like
But at
all the
this
routes and
point,
everything.
if we lose a bunch of our Pokemon, let's just like keep going until everything
It's
dies or
okay.
we win.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have the audacity to go and go back to raise other Pokemons at this point.
No.
So it's okay. We'll just all or nothing. Technically, we already passed the first part of the game.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
already
post game.
won.
Yeah, I just we're
This
trying
is
to
the
see how
glory
far we can
round.
go. Yeah, exactly. So we should probably go get back to like the souling very soon, just so
Mm.
we just finish it off.
Yeah.
Just you know, I don't remember which one we're going next for. I think it was like Brock.
Oh yeah, we're right in front of Brock. I still need to go through
Yeah,
the trainers.
yeah, we'll do it. It'll be. Oh yeah, I remember. I think yeah, I'm right in front of Brock. You just need to fight the trainer, and then we're done. We
Mm.
can go and fight Brock. His fight should be easy, but you know, it should be okay.
Yeah.
In any case, yeah, it's just I don't know. I do remember that in Dragon Age, I did sometimes cheat. I think there's a cheat, for example, for killing all the enemies nearby. Um, and I remember that when I was going through the tower, a bit at the beginning of the game, I think I played on normal, and the game got so ridiculously hard all of a sudden, and I was like, God fucking damn it, you know?
Mm.
Like I think I tried like 5 times and I didn't pass, so I just what, fuck this. And I think I used it for like very hard sections or something. I did the same for like for the next Dragon Age games. Whenever I would like get a bit stuck like at something, because like I'm here for the story, bro. I'm not here to like struggle. I'm not here to restart the fight 7 times.
Mm.
I think you just need to know what you're here for in a game, and just you know adjust your gameplay experience for what you want.
Yeah.
Mm,
Veggie games.
yeah, Ouija games.
And we have officially reached
I know that for example,
over 3
Hades,
hours.
4 hours.
Woo!
GG. Hades, for example, um, the first time I beat Hades, so I refused to use any cheat until I finished a first run of Hades. After that, it was free for all because you have to finish like Hades like 10 times to be able to finish to reach the ending, and even then you're not at the epilogue yet. Like it takes
Mm.
forever. It takes fucking forever. So I think I did a bunch of runs. I think 5 runs or something like that, without any cheats. And then I was like, okay, fuck that, and I started cheating a little bit. And then I finally got to the epilogue, and yeah, at this point, fuck that. I'm using cheat all the time because, bro, I just want to get takes like so many runs.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
oh
as
my god,
lo- as long as it, makes the experience more fun, it doesn't impede anyone else's fun. It's like whatever.
yeah,
Do your
exactly.
thing.
Like honestly, it's like whenever I do want to do a legit run, I just don't cheat, and then boom, I get a legit run. If I want to have a run which is just me, okay, I need to go get Patroclus. I need to finish the quest between Achilles and Patroclus. Okay, I'm just gonna cheat. Because Patroclus is like in the last area. So you need to survive until you get there. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do that. And boom, I get to Patroclus. And then after that, I don't care. I can go die. I can just go die if I want to. Because oh my god, you need to talk so many times to both of them so that you can like reunite them. It takes so much fucking time. But like this story is cute. This story is cute.
Yee.
But like you need like to be able to like only I think only very few players actually were able to get their achievement. I think it was like 6% of players were able because the quest is just so long. Um and the problem with the 80s is also that it has some very weird triggers for scenes. So for example, I want to trigger the romance with Megara, but having it be triggered takes forever. So for example, it did not trigger in my first game, where I triggered every other romances. So ah, so I need to start a new game where I manage to trigger hers, and where I can trigger every other one so that I can get all the trinkets. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, hi, play 80s. It's a cool poly game, and it has also an asexual romance in there.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, asexual and aromantic actually. It's just like the main character is in love with the character, but the other is like, I'm sorry, I just don't really feel this sort of attraction, but like we can be best friends. And your character is just, oh yeah, cool. Let's just
Yeah.
be best friends. And then you're like, just yeah, you're just best friends, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
you still have the feelings, but you're like, that's cool. And yeah, just yeah, best friends. Meanwhile, I think Megara is like hinted at being aromantic, I think. And meanwhile, you just do all the romantic things with Thanatos, which is I'm just saying that people who ship Thanatos and Zagreus are just the same people who ship Wright and Edgeworth. I'm just saying. It's
The
a fucking
vibes. The same vibes.
it's just the same characters, bro. It's just the same characters.
Black hair, gray hair.
Yeah, I know. And not just that, but even in the way that they are, like both of them are just fucking cats who will hiss at you, but then just purr whenever you know, like they're just they're just boys that are very proper and everything, and they have a big duty and everything, and that just fall for because they're morosexual, they just fall for fucking idiots, you know?
Mm-hmm. Wait a
Like
minute, that's my idiot.
exactly. And like the first time you meet Thanatos, he's just so pissed because you decided to live without saying goodbye, you know? So
Oh.
he's so pissed. He's really pissed. And he gives you the cold shoulder. He really acts like a Edgeworth at the very beginning of his journey, honestly. But then, you know, you guys hang out and everything, and you know, you realize that actually you feel like you're more than friends. And he kind of flees from it because he, you know, feelings, yuck,
Ew.
which is such an Edgeworth thing to do, you know? And And yeah, and when it finally happens, it's just kind of sweet, you know? Like the words are not said outright that, the I love you words are not really said outright, you know?
Bug. Blech. Bug in the face.
Like, wow. I do love though that his first action is to run to go tell his brother that he just got into a relationship with the main character. His first action is just to go towards his brother and to just say, "You will never guess what fucking happened to me, bro."
Nice.
It's so cute. Honestly, play 80s. It's good. But I know that you don't want to actually like go through the gameplay, so just watch cutscenes online, I guess.
Yeah, so something like that.
Also, Theseus is good. I like Theseus. I know people like. I love how he's just kind of demonized and shit. You know, he's such a prick. I love him. I just mm mm. Oh, I don't want to spoil to you actually. Like what it is, but like oh my god, he's good. He's good.
Yay.
But yeah, just man, guys, if you haven't played 80s, play 80s or watch stuff online about 80s. It's fucking awesome. I just love everything about 80s.
You know, I'm kind of fascinated. This is the longest Hopcast we've ever had. And the last one that was 3 hours, we had Hayden with us, and we were, like, making art. So, this one has
Yeah,
only, for the most part, it's just been us two talking.
it has. I think the most fascinating thing is that we have not run out of topics.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Like, my throat is hurting right now. I need to drink more.
I need to get dinner.
Yeah, you need.
Food. But yeah, I mean, we could keep talking, it's just, yeah, it's probably a good enough time to cut off the Hopcast.
Yeah. Honestly, probably good because honestly, right now my throat is fucking dying. But yeah, so guys, don't forget to tune in for season 3 of the Hopcast. I might do some new art for it, maybe.
Maybe.
That would be neat, so that we can
Maybe it'll
differentiate.
just be mostly the same of the usual.
Yeah, just remade better. I don't know. And yeah, maybe next season. I don't know. Maybe next season. I don't know. We could retry to be a bit more organized in what we're doing and what topics we talk about.
We could, but on the other hand, I mean, as long as we have topics,
True.
like,
It's mostly
yeah,
just, having things happen. I don't know.
things.
Things. Like I don't think I'll ever be able to like share art again because I just have very shitty internet. Um I would love to, but yeah, internet shitty. But and also because I don't know these days I don't feel like doing art during the Hopcast. Or if I do, like I would do something that is so totally unrelated to what we're talking about, honestly. I don't know. Um but yeah, and I don't know what else we could like really change to the Hopcast or just add to the Hopcast to make it better, or more interesting or more fun for us. I don't know.
We can brainstorm a bit more, but I mean, we can just, like, keep going as we usually do.
Yeah, it's just that I like the idea of doing something different each season. But yeah, in the end, we always go back to the good old just doing random things. Because I mean, the Hopcast is just us hanging out, really.
Yeah.
Mm, because we try to talk about Ares, but there is not much development about Ares. That's the problem. So yeah, like I do remember that Gracie, you did talk about yeah, Hopkins is about the friends we made along the way. I was about to say, Gracie, you talked about like doing a podcast about like D&D, which honestly, Nito Mosquito.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, call us for that. That would be really cool to just because as you can see, we always like just go towards the end, even when we're talking on the Hopcast.
All right.
Oh, cool then.
Yeah, well, it is. Well, it is very soon after the Hopcast. So okay. Yeah.
We should
So it's
probably
a
end it
big
there.
long episode of the Hopcast. I hope if anyone's seeing this, y'all had fun, and we
Yeah, I
will
hope
hippity hop
we're.
out of here for this month.
Yeah, I hope it was a good background noise.
Yep.
In any case, bye, guys.